I heard someone talking about metagaming, but we're gonna ignore that comment just for now and bring
Yeah.
you across to the Icewind Dale map. So, having unlocked the mysteries of Yarlmut, mighty band of the Order of the Beak, what would you like to do?
Brinchender, is it?
Yeah, I think we were going to head back to Brinchanda. Just before we leave the Yelmoot, though, we've got that golden key still, don't we? Is that right?
You do, yeah.
We do.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind just having a look for
What I think.
any.
Can I tell you what I think the gold key does?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I think it was a trap, and if you turn that key, we did turn it.
Yeah, we put
Nothing
it in
happened.
and nothing happened.
think we.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, because we put it in the silver one and we got the horn and the axes came out. Then
Yes.
after that, we put it in and nothing happened. So, yeah.
I thought maybe because it was lying in the keyhole. I initially thought that perhaps that was the trap. You would turn it, and then something bad would happen. Whereas
Yeah.
you're supposed to use the silver key. Yeah, but okay, we did try it.
We did
Maybe
keep both keys as well.
we didn't say about the silver key because I listened to that whole encounter in the room.
Yeah, it was
So-
forgotten about once we used it.
But I think even if we've got a gold key, is there a way of I just wouldn't mind having a look to see if there's any keyholes. George wouldn't mind having to see if there's any keyholes in this throne thing because he's thinking it might be a way of getting back into this room if need be, maybe.
Well, those who want to can make a perception check or an investigation check, see if you can find anything around these thrones. The ghostly figures of the giants, they've gone, by the way. They're no longer visible.
Yeah. Figured as much.
How long were they in there, Malcolm?
If you remember, I can't remember, I think it was Shajaya casted Moonbeam, I think she did, and illuminate the giants, and they kind of summon some undead giants.
The only reason I ask is, were they in there long enough for a short rest? That's all. For those who weren't in there.
No.
We're not particularly hurt right now.
I need a long rest for all the spell slots back.
I think we might need to mission back to I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of having a rest here.
We can make it back.
Brinchanda?
Let's try and get back to Brinchanda and have a good sleep.
Okay, so
See
we've
if
searched
Meta
for
has
keyholes.
any news for us. But yeah, we searched for keyholes.
And you find none.
Can we do an Arcana check somebody on the key, perhaps, just in case?
Sure.
Yeah, the only Arcana person is Shajaya, who's not here.
But Shajaya is here in spirit. I can roll for Shajaya. For character sheet.
Oh no, Whimsy, do you have Arcana as well?
Yeah, 17 plus 4 is 21.
21.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
To Shajaya as well, and she'll do
Only
the radical
someone was
thing.
guiding you.
There's Shajaya guiding herself. And Arcana. Yeah, not great. So an 11 and what was yours? Plus 5, Whimsy? Is that right?
Plus 4, 21.
That's a 21. Appears to be just a mundane key. Don't notice any sigils. It's well, I guess gold doesn't tarnish, but not quite right. But but it's not magical.
Looks like a key to a door. And or chest.
Well, it must be a fair bit of gold in it anyway, so we should be able to get
some money for it.
And
or do we hang on to it in case we run into some other giant stuff in the future?
Chesticle.
What if there's something underneath one of these thrones?
Well, that's what I was sort of trying to look for, some sort of nook in them for a key to go into.
You searched all around it, on the seat, underneath as best you could, because there's a heavy stone thrones, and as far as you're concerned, no keyhole that would fit that. Yeah, no keyhole at all.
How did that portal appear for us to walk through again?
It happened. Oh, no. That portal just happened after we killed the. No, after he picked up the horn. So when Tarvin picked up the horn.
So it wasn't when I turned the gold key then. I'm just double checking that wasn't the exit.
No.
Could blow the horn and see if the sound of it opens something.
Bag's not.
So risky one to blow.
Yeah. Tarvin, did you? We were sort of thinking about it. It's like, because it's fire damage. Do you have absorb elements as one of your spells?
I'm quite happy to have someone else hold this thing. Yeah. It's quite cumbersome.
Because
So
I think
if anyone wants,
Garrett has absorb elements as one of his spells. So, would you like to take the Horn of Blast?
Really interested in the horn.
I could do that. Is this something that requires attunement, Malcolm? Like figuring out how to play it? Do I have to do a few scales first?
I'll tell you in just a second.
Hope not, with an exploding horn.
Activations, isn't it?
So the Horn of Blasting does not require attunement. You just blow it.
Cool.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll add that to inventory.
Does it have charges, or does it just keep going and knock yourself out until it explodes?
Until it explodes. Right. Yeah.
20% chance of exploding. So I like this magic item. It's good fun.
Said the GM, and that is all.
But I mean, like, yeah. Cool. Well, I think maybe my gut's telling me that we might come across some other giant chest that it might sort of be beneficial to have. So, shall we stow it for this sake?
Cool.
And shall we move? Shall we go follow the river back to Bryn Shander?
Follow the frozen frost river. Do we want to go another way because that? Oh, I'm just wondering if the that massive thing that would have TPK'd us.
Mammoth.
The mammoth guy. Not metagaming at all. Just wondering if that danger that we encountered, like if that was his hunting track or something like that, we might want to go another way.
And you counted him about halfway out there. This is where you encountered the giant on the mammoth.
We talked about cutting across and potentially cutting across to go to Dugan's Hole and then up to Goodmead. But I think for some reason we decided on Bryn Shander. I think we just wanted something safe, something guaranteed safe, because Dugan's Hole is a bit of a dodgy place, and so we didn't know whether it was dangerous or not to go there first and have a sleep.
Yeah. Oh, we got a druid and a couple of rangers. Not gonna get lost nowhere.
Don't say that out loud.
Well, for a start, we could just follow those convenient mammoth tracks.
I suppose we just follow that river and keep a really good eye out. If it's not
keep an ear out for the T-Rex shakes. Like
how's the wind?
I'll carry a glass of water with me the whole way.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, let's go. Tally ho. That's it.
There we go. Okay, so to Bremen, Targos, Bryn Shander. That's the plan.
Just Bryn Shander, I think.
But we're not going to go into Targos. We're going to scoot around Targos.
Okay. Well, regardless.
Yeah, they don't like us there.
Yes, they're the speaker Maxillandar, I think, from memory, how you say it. But leaving Yarlamute behind, and it's quite kind of lonely out here, right? You're right in the middle of the plains, far away from the 10 towns. But you press on through the day. The weather crappy as usual. No crappier than just normal crappy weather for this place. And the first day of travel goes without incident. So I know Nymph is desperate to click that long rest button. So you rest through the night, no problem. So long rest is done.
Oh, cool.
And so while you're doing that, Nymph, why don't you roll me a d20? 19? Okay, so as I said, the night goes without incident. You rest up, set watches. Just normally cold, but it's hard to say you get used to this weather, but it's bearable, at least at the moment. And thanks to a 19 from Miss Cove, you make it all the way to Bremen at the end of the second day. It is nighttime. If you want to, we could just... I mean, there is several taverns here. In fact, if you like, we could just say it is written that you spend the night in a tavern for the cost of, we'll say, 5 silver pieces. And Shajaya, welcome back from rugby practice.
Hello.
Hello.
So much fun.
Good
Right.
evening.
Well, thank you for nurturing your future All Blacks, because we definitely need them.
Yes, that's
Oh,
a
he
good
went
point,
there.
Actually.
I went there. So,
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about it.
talk about what?
what?
What are you talking about? I don't know.
I know. I don't know.
Okay, you haven't missed much, Shajai. They tried to work out what the gold key did at Yarmouth, but you didn't find anything. And now you've made your way
yes.
to Bremen.
Okay.
Right about here. Are you guys happy to spend the night there for 5 silver pieces and just press on to Bryn Shander? Or if there's other business you want to do or any conversations you wish to have, now would be the time.
Shall we?
Isn't this where Garrett's from? Maybe he...
No, Garrett's in Targos.
Targos. Sorry, Garrett.
In Argos, but I'm not sure I want to go back there. There's too many memories.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too soon.
Okay, very cool.
Shall we talk to the barkeep in Bremen, like just to say, like, can we?
Any rumours?
Yeah, any sort of rumors around cold demons, coldness, like anything that could be tied to the Frost Maiden, something like that.
The barkeep says nothing that is directly related to this endless winter at the hands of Auriel's endless winter, but it says there's lots of mumblings about Duragar coming out of Bryn Shander. Apparently there'd be some developments with the Duragar situation.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad we asked. Good call,
You're a guy
George.
coming out of where, sorry? Sorry.
Bryn Shander.
Bryn Shander.
And
Bryn
Shand-
Shander.
sorry. Bryn Shander is
actual
a
rumours.
capital. Rumors, like there's a whole lot of talk about some new information that's been revealed that has got Bryn Shander kind of in a bit of a stir. So no Duragar in there, but some developments have happened.
Gorgeous, Tarvin and Shajaya, why do you look so shocked about these Duragar?
We've encountered them before,
Uh-huh.
and one of them may have a grudge against us.
Oh.
Oh, so we might get some fighting in there, eh?
Last time we checked, they had a knack to turn invisible.
Oh, they're like those tricksy ones.
What was it? Can no one will remember, but does anyone have notes on the name of the Duragar leader who...
I don't think there were any names listed in the
His brother, wasn't there,
the
brother?
record that the dwarf left behind. Just
Oh,
that
yeah,
there were those Duragar in their hidden fortress and something to do with them gathering. I think were they the ones gathering? No, they weren't gathering Chardalin, were they?
They were in the fortress. I think
They were.
Calvin's Ken, wasn't it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
And one was the brother of another one that was rumored to be out and about.
That's right. And he rigged a trap on his boat.
In East Haven. No,
Yeah.
in East Haven. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, but we haven't seen him since.
No. Cool.
Oh, no. All right. It's just, yeah, okay. I think Tarvin thinks we should perhaps approach Bryn Shander with obvious caution, but perhaps not enter the town and observe from the outskirts, or perhaps completely skip Bryn Shander.
Oh no, it was rumours coming out of Brinchander, not that the
rumours,
Duragar
not Duragar coming out of Brinchander.
Yeah,
I
rumours
see.
about.
Just rumours
so
about Duragar.
I see
perhaps
my
we should
mistake.
go to Brinchander and talk to the barkeep there and find out the real deal, or talk to some people there and find out about Duragar.
Well, in that case,
Or the speaker would probably be a good source of reliable information as opposed to rumours.
Yeah, or the priest as well. Like someone of some official capacity. Shall we do it?
yes. After a good night's sleep here and find Bremen,
Okay, so
where we
find Bremen.
no doubt have.
Yeah, well, as I said, 5 silver pieces for the night. I'm sure you guys can afford that, so someone can maybe do
Yeah, I've
that.
already done that.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, and you press on early the next morning and take the east way all the way to Brinchander. Now, Brinchander looks from the outside anyway, pretty much how you left it. Maybe things are a little bit better, as this is where the Cauldron of Plenty is. This is where the whale oil has been returned to. So if anything, maybe you detect the spirits are a little bit better. Coming from, I assume, the southwest gate. Where were you going? Town hall? Pub? Talk to the speaker?
Well, we'll have to drop the aspects that we have off for in the stables first of all.
Sure.
We thought.
Yep.
And do you think it's best to speak with the speaker first? That they might have the best idea of getting the situation about how the other 10 towns are faring?
I think it's a good idea. Let them know we're in town.
Okay.
I think it was
I'm with it.
That wasn't her.
Yep.
Okay, so you go through the streets of Brinchander and approach the town hall. And inside you find the noble face of Speaker Duversay Shay. The female leader, she's quite young. You open the door, you're entering, and she's doing the usual paperwork stuff. She's working hard over a fireplace. And she's, aha! My friends, come on in, have a seat. Tell me, what news do you bring from the plains? What's been happening? What have you been doing? Are you interested? You're getting quite the reputation around the place.
Does she recognise all of us? I can't remember which one she's met.
Doesn't know Nymph.
She hasn't met George.
Just
George.
Shajaya and Tarvin, is it?
Yeah.
She may have met the other two, but definitely not George and Nymph.
Yeah, maybe. I think maybe knowing Garrett in passing, as he might have come through here. But yeah, that's a good point. So it says Tarvin. Shajaya, I see you have new acquaintances. I can't help but ask, what happened to the young Haragon friend that you had? Or Malamak, for that reason.
Malamak lives. However, Bugs died nobly in a near-death situation. And we managed to get out.
Things have left us.
Well,
Malamak has rejoined his family and tribe.
oh, that I can understand. There is some honor in leading your tribe, but I am sorry to hear about Bugs. Tell me, Shijai, how did Bugs pass away?
Give me some help here, you guys. I always feel odd.
Whimsy tries to speak up, and then something catches in her throat, and she just and can't talk.
I don't think I was I here when Bugs passed away?
Yeah, that's probably fair. So yeah, I'm not sure if you were actually.
I think you were there as an NPC-ish.
Yeah.
Bugs.
It was the dragon when we've got the young adult dragon on the top of the hill.
Yeah, because it was on the hill. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whimsy will have a crack. She's like, and it was a dragon, and it was on the hill, and then she starts crying again. But she probably works her way through it eventually, if anybody can make sense of it.
It was just a very horrible, tragic situation because we'd only just recently lost one of our other team members.
Oh, that is most unfortunate. Well, I'll head to the House of the Morning Lord in due time and pay my respects to dear old Bugs, and of course Scar is in there as well. These are not great tidings. It is fortunate.
And Cal.
And Cal, of course, Cal. Yes, I mean, Cal and Scar hit me especially close because they worked here in Bryn Shander. You know, I was looking for them to lead the guards here, to get more responsibility. They were good sorts. So Cal, Scar, Bugs. It seems the toll of this winter is taking a great toll on all of us. Now, I wish I had better news, but I'm afraid I have even worse news. If it wasn't for Cal, Scar, Bugs, and Malamak going his own ways, and the endless winter, and people starving all across the 10 towns. But once again, thank you for the cauldron. It has helped things in Bryn Shander at least, but I know the other towns are suffering, and while we have our, shall we say, political differences, I still grieve that people seem to be dying daily around there. Now, as I said, I have worse news that might just break people if what I suspect is going to happen. Now, we captured a Duragar a few days ago. Now, he was of the clan Sunblight, which you might have heard before, led by Zaradork Sunblight, the great leader of that tribe. And as I suspect you know already, invisible enemies walk among us. We have seen their brute prints in the snow, and you know what they are, and we know what they are. They are Duragar. Now, these malevolent dwarves have infiltrated several places in the 10 towns in search of a rare crystal known as Shardolin. Now, I believe, Shajah, you have some experience, some expertise in Shardolin? Shajaya?
Sorry, I had my thing on, my microphone on mute.
Sure. So I'll go back a step. So we know that these Duragar have been infiltrating the 10 towns in search of a rare crystal known as Shardolin. Now, Shajaya,
Yes.
I believe you are somewhat of an expert in Shardolin. Perhaps you could share with us what you know.
Okay, I just have to reach into my backpack and pull out a scroll.
Of course, of course.
Here it is. Shardolin is it's something that I'm looking for because even though it can be demonic, it is actually quite magical and powerful, and it doesn't always appear to be what it is either. Sometimes it looks like a crystal, and other times it can appear to be something quite different to what it is. And it was used by the giants of Astoria to build a great black tower. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Wow, that is concerning. And maybe it needs someone.
We've come across it a few times.
Well, the Duragar have definitely come across it more than once. And what I'm about to share is the concerning bit, especially with what you've shared, Shajaya. Now, you claim that this metal, whatever it is prone to taking on demonic forces. But what gives me hope, as you say, can also be used for good as well. Because what this Duragar that we've captured and told us, we don't know what it is, but we think that Clan Sunblight has been building a mighty construct with it that this dwarf claims will lay waste to 10 towns if nothing is done to stop us. Now I know what you're going to ask. What is this construct? What is it? Is it a weapon of war? Is it a ballista? Is it a catapult? What is it? I don't know. But anything made from the demonic hearts of these Zaradork Sunblight can't be good. But he claims that maybe within the 10 days, this mighty construct will be released, possibly laid waste to the 10 towns itself. I wish I had better news, but I do.
Do we have any idea where this Zaradok, Sunblight and his Duragars might be found? Perhaps we might be able to preemptively strike before they can release this magical foe against us and stop them from bringing their plans to fruition.
Well, this is, I'm hoping, where you guys come in. We've heard of... People have heard of you and respect you. I mean, when news, I assume, got out about your fallen members, I'm sure many people grieved. I will be included in that group. But Tarvin Shajar, you are the original Order of the Beak. You have great respect. You have done many marvelous things around the 10 towns, and people like you for that. And this is, I fear, just one more thing to add to your back, and I pray this isn't the straw that breaks you. But we in fact do know. We managed to get information from this Duragar that we captured, and we forced him to divulge the location of the mountain stronghold. Therein you will find the Duragar warlord that we talked about, Zaradork Sunblight. Once again, according to this Duragar that we captured, he aims to conquer Icewind Dale and destroy us all. I know this is asking a lot, but for all the good of the 10 towns, will you penetrate this Duragate fortress, slay this evil warlord, and destroy his terrible weapon?
I will, says Tarvin.
We'll certainly do our best.
This Duragar you captured, where is he now?
Well, he did not survive the interrogation, shall we put it any more subtly?
Roger that.
Mm-hmm. And if you have any type of magic, perhaps you could talk to him that way. But he's definitely not with us at the moment.
Druids have speak with dead? Asks Whimsy in her best, I think I know sorcery druidy stuff, kind of voice.
Speak with deads are limited to bards, clerics. So, druids do not have speak with dead.
But we've got... Sorry, go Tarvin.
Oh, I was just going to say, Tarvin looks around at the rest of the group and asks, is everyone else coming?
George chuckles. Oh, any excuse to pull out my weaponry and feel it work. These Duragar, do they like a cracked jaw too?
Alright.
Oh, Whimsy's I'm not sitting around here all day, but might as well come and make
You
friends
had
with
me
some
at
Duragar.
corrupt and evil. These demonic things can be destroyed.
Yay!
And Shajaya.
One of the things about
yes,
Shajaya is quite similar to me in real life, which is I like to read all of my things before I definitely say I know about something. So I'm just reading my notes here frenziedly in the background about Shardalin. And yeah, I'm in.
Well, I was going to ask you, especially Shajaya, says the speaker, you know perhaps better than all of us here what this Shardlin can do.
Well,
do we have a chance?
do you want me to say now? Well, you only have a short amount of time to spend around it because it is so negative, and it's called black ice. And the thing about it is that it absorbs magic. So if there's and spells. So if it has a demonic spell infused into it, then it becomes almost impossible to change about that. And most of the Shardalin that we're talking about came from one gigantic piece that was used in Icewind Dale centuries ago, and it is negative. It does not have positive magic instilled in it, only negative.
Oh, this is concerning. Perhaps there is one faint ray of light from what you shared. You say just exposure? What happens when you're exposed to Shardalin for a length of time, Shajai? Do you know?
So if it's negatively charged, it's the most dangerous. It can be imbued with energies of the lower plane, so it's risky to touch it or be around it. Any creature touching the Shardalin or keeping it on their body, holding it for more than an hour, will need to protect themselves and say, I must, or be cursed forever to keep it with them and grow more and more crazy, more and more mad.
Perhaps this is the one piece of good news that you've shared with us, Shajaya. If this Zaradork Sunblight is constructing this, whatever it is with the Shardalin, perhaps he himself has started to go crazy. So maybe that's an advantage that we have.
It's called the Shardalin Curse of the Indefinite Madness. And it actually is a visible affliction, and you will be able to see these people who have the madness on them by small slivers of the crystal coming out of their skin.
Well, that is something to look out for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shajah. Your knowledge is most invaluable.
That's my pleasure.
We have any way of harming or destroying the Shardalin from a distance? So, given its properties, according to the logs that Cal left behind, we have gathered some Shardalin. Is there ways of neutralizing it or damaging it?
Shajai, you would know that it's not an invulnerable substance. It can be broken. It can be smashed.
It can be smashed. Yeah.
Like in the same way that iron can.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
The best kind to find is the empty Shardalin, which is a little bit unusual, a little bit unlikely, given that the stories that we've just been told are that it's around and it's got power already.
Is there any way that you can take the negative out and put the good in? I've seen the impressive healing skills of a wide number of our party members. Perhaps if we healed the crystal, it might do good.
Well, I think you can wash it, but it has to be in a special lake at Evermelt, the glacial lake. And unfortunately, that is below the White Dragon's I sing Death's Lair. So maybe that would not be the greatest idea, unless we want to come across another dragon. Or we can try to smash it with a spell, but I don't know if that's very successful.
Challenges
I think-
aplenty.
Lots of challenges.
Well, I'm all for smashing things. And he sort of has his maul in his hand. I like to do it the old-fashioned way, though.
While you are resting, I will keep going on with my reading and my scrolls I carry in my backpack to make sure that I'm up to date with as much as I know before we find it.
Speaking of finding it, let me show you exactly where the fortress of the Sunblight clan is. Oh, and look at that.
Shouldn't be too far away.
And you notice, rather strangely, it has chapter 3 on it. I'm not sure what that means to you, the Order of the Beak, if you want to metagame that at all. But that...
Excellent.
Looks like we rolled
So it
a-
must consist of 3 different orders. 3 different groups unified as one, I would think.
A chapter. Yeah.
Now, I must say,
we-
I've been speaking to the leaders of Goodmead and Dugan's Hole. There are problems there as well. I'm not sure how important you would consider these in the great scheme of things, but I believe some children have been kidnapped at Dugan's Hole, and I believe that the leader of the Goodmead has in fact been killed by some giants. So Goodmead needs help with some giant-type creatures, and Dugan's Hole have some kidnapped children. So, I do not envy your decision. I mean, Sunblight is a clear and present danger. What is on the way, but things take time. I mean,
Well, if you say it's a 10-day, the safest way for us to get there would be to follow the east way and probably leave from Dugan's Hole anyway to get around the Redwaters Lake. Would it not? In which case, we might see if we might offer some assistance on the way as we march our way to Sunblight.
oh yes, that is
Once we
an
get-
option, of course. I can't help but point out that this Duragar did not... I got the impression he didn't know. He thought it could be within 10 days. It could be tomorrow. Could be 10 days away. The point is, we don't
Well,
know.
you would think that if Sunblight was to attack the 10 towns, most likely they would attack the closest of the 10 towns, which would probably be Dugan's Hole or Goodmead anyway.
It's true.
Would that make sense to you, fellow adventurers?
Indeed.
Indeed.
yeah, sounds
Yes.
logic.
And at the very least, there'll be refugees or whatever going along the roads to other towns to escape. I'm sure we'll find that out. While we should try and meet it in its place, if we have to meet it in the field, in the open battlefield, then so be it.
Well, I'll leave it for you to decide. Feel free to go to Goodmead and Dugan's Hole. But the longer you take, the more chances creature has of escaping this construct, whatever it is.
Well, if we head directly to Dugan's Hold, sort out those children, and then head up to Sunblight from there, following the river.
Yep.
Okay.
Or like that's walking in the wilderness for a bit. If you want to have the safety of the road, we can flick through Goodmead to Dugan's Hole and on.
Tarvin thinks whichever way is quickest, as we don't know how much time we have.
Okay. Right. Yeah, fair enough.
So,
George-
Six one, half dozen of the other, yeah, because one's road and one's shorter, but it's
I don't think we have time now for good meat and Dugan's Hole.
I mean,
But having a look at where Sunbite is located, from where we are in Bryn Shander, as the crow flies, there's a mountain range in between us. So we would either have to, looks like, come around this way,
Yeah.
or head around, perhaps potentially through this way. Are either of those looking shorter? I mean, using my mountain guide experience, which pathway do I think would be sort of shorter, or in order
if I was going to
approach-
march an army, I'd march it this way.
Yeah.
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 Because that's going up over a ridge and then back down again.
in Garrett's opinion, there is a third option, which would
Ooh.
take you along the 10
way.
trails, follow the river along this way, and then cut inland like this to the...
Mm.
I think that's sure why that's so light, but yeah. So, in your opinion, Garrett, like you could go over the 10 trails, which would be perfect, very safe to get to the foot of the spine of the world, and follow the river past where somebody got their brains eaten, and then cut inland to Sunblight. This way would be quicker if you went via Dugan's Hole and went that way, but a lot more treacherous. So this way, these ways could go wrong, and if they went wrong, they'd go wrong in a big way, but you'd get there quicker. This way, less risky, but it would take longer.
Well, we've got to do something about the children, surely. Who will save the children?
I vote the children, but the question
Yeah.
is, do we also go through Goodmead and do both towns, right? I don't think we have the luxury
We
of...
don't. Mm.
Well, George doesn't give a crap about politics. He's like, well, the children thing sounds like it's a chance to do some good, but politics, who cares?
I tell you what, though, George, you'd give a crap about mead if you tried it. Honey mead.
Actually, he's heard a rumor of this thing, and it's like, in his head, it's almost like if he'd grown up away from civilization, and he thinks it's going to taste as good as, like, say, Sprite would. Yeah, like your first cup of Sprite after growing up outside,
Cold Sprite.
like
Yeah.
a cold, icy Sprite. So he's like, he suddenly changed his mind, Tarvin. Going to good meat.
Also,
I'll fight
wouldn't George also want to find out what the rumor to do with the giants would be about? Would he not be?
Oh yeah, of
Is
course.
that good mead, right?
Yeah, that's good
finding
meat.
that out?
So we've got one for Goodmead and one for Dugan's Hole. Tarvin, Dugan's Hole, so that's 2 for Dugan's Hole.
Nymph is more towards Dugan's Hole. The children.
Not to
Alright.
be. I would vote for a direct ascent along the 10 trails and through the paths that we already know.
Cool.
Mhm.
So I think if we're a true democracy, I think that we're heading to Dugan's Hole now.
Equipment-wise, are we all good? I think so, eh?
I think so.
We've got climbing gear, we've got rope,
Yeah.
we've got armor.
That purple is what Whimsy's thinking.
Yeah, it looks good.
Unless
Lindsay.
it's easier to go via the road through Goodmead and ignore Goodmead on the way.
Also, George doesn't care about going up and over a mountain. That's totally his bag. It doesn't affect him. So he's happy to do this middle route. Anyway, shall we go to Dugan's Hole first and foremost?
Yep, without further ado.
Are we going to cut across? Or would that be substantially quicker, or does travel on the
Dunno.
road actually go quicker, Mr. GM?
I think we should travel across.
It's potentially quicker, but it's more dangerous. Something could smash you on the way. It's definitely quicker.
For the children.
George likes smashability. He's happy to take a shortcut. George is happy to take the shortcut.
Time
Yep.
is against us, so we should probably take a shortcut if we can.
Okay, let's do that. Cross country.
Okay, and just as you're leaving, Speaker Duversace likes... I perfectly understand the decisions for the children. I mean, they're the most vulnerable, the old and the young. We're losing both of them at a rapid rate. I mean, I can understand it, but For the sake of 10 towns, get it done, and get it done quickly. We do not know when this construct will be unleashed on the 10 towns. As I said, could be tomorrow, could be 10 days. Maybe this Durga has fooled us all. But please, be quick, be hurry, for the sake of the 10 towns.
Maybe there is no construct. Maybe he just wants to send us on a wild goose chase.
Maybe?
But that chapter 3 tells me different.
All right.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
X-Bix. Okay,
So
so
let's squawk,
telling her.
squawk.
Giddy up.
you jump on your X-Bix and start churning down in a southward direction as best you can. Outside, as you leave the confines of Bryn Shander and its sheltered walls, the weather is pretty bad. And having no road to go on, I'm going to need someone to make me a survival check to get you as Dugan's Hole as quickly and efficiently as you can. Worst case scenario,
Rangers.
you're going to get lost in
I'm
the blizzard.
I guide for the area, so I would think I'd be the best suited. I have survival skills. The Arctic is my preferred environment, that and mountains. So, do I get any advantage on that roll?
Some
Yes.
guidance. Guidance.
Shajaya,
Guidance.
Yep.
Guide.
I'm there.
Gasting Guidance.
Yep.
Excellent.
Oh, good. You're going to need it as well.
Oh, what'd you roll?
This is-
Right.
A
For
two
some
and five.
reason my oh gosh.
Guidance.
No, this is just not good enough.
So 12 all up.
I got 1. I rolled a 1. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do something about
Okay,
this.
Whimsy
Throw them in the
will,
oven.
Use
Can I just
Whimsy.
say that
Yeah.
Tarvin has good survival instincts too. Could he add to make
so-
did you roll advantage?
He did. There's no double
Ah,
advantage.
right, okay.
A 2, a
Okay,
5,
Whimsy
and a
will
1 on
use-
the dice.
Whimsy will use 2 sorcery points to add D4 to that roll because she's bending luck.
Okay.
Oh,
Why don't you roll a d4 for us then?
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I roll it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're all bending luck.
And rolled.
Oh, that dice is
Oh.
spared from the oven. Okay, so it started as a 2 on the dice, which then went to a 5 with advantage, plus 6 to 11, plus 1, so 15, 16. That's pretty cool. Considering the first dice you rolled was a natural 2. So it's a long walk, but your long walk to your 16, I think I said, wasn't it 16?
Yep.
Yeah, 16. 16, you make a beeline straight to Dugan's Hole. Actually, can everybody make me a perception check at disadvantage? Perception check at disadvantage.
Perception.
9.
Oh,
Nope.
what?
7. Nope. 8. Nope. Oh. Look at you, Whimsy. You're 24. A natural 20.
Why aren't my dice coming up in the roll 20 roll 20? My
Mindset.
rolls like they were before, but now
Oh,
they're
I
not.
know why. I know why.
Didn't you say you got a new laptop? Is that right? This is a different laptop. you're
Yeah,
playing?
what am I missing? Yeah,
You're missing.
I got a
You need
13.
You need to add your character from.
No, you need to install Beyond 20.
20.
That's right. Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Okay.
find you a link for that, Shajai. We'll just do that now.
Cool. I got 13.
13.
Even with Beyond 20, it acts up sometimes. Like mine sometimes comes through, sometimes doesn't.
Yeah, it's much easier when you can see it on the page you're on.
Yep. You use Google Chrome for your web browser, Leah?
Yeah.
Perfect. So let me just send you through this link. It should be as easy as just clicking in this and installing it. Then it should just work.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, thanks.
click on that. Look in Discord, install that extension. Then probably your roles would start coming through here. Okay, actually, let me.
Cool, thank you.
That's right. Okay.
Shagai had the highest. Tarvin, did you roll yours?
Yeah, I did. But my Beyond 20 wasn't working, so I got a 7.
A 7. So 13 is our highest there, Malcolm.
No.
Shazai.
Whimsy got a 24.
I know, but he also got a 9.
Ah, he also got a 9. So what was the highest? Sorry, then.
13.
13.
Shazai is 13.
Okay. So, you arrive in Dugan's Hole. Dugan's Hole. It's immediately awkward. This place is small. It is tiny. At a rough guess, you'd assume that maybe 50 people live here. And you see people walking down the street. And it's every so often the wind blows and puts the flap of their hat back. And you notice the ears are kind of slightly deformed. Like almost like a cauliflower ears from a rugby prop would get. But it's common across all of them. And when you see them speaking to each other, you can't help but notice that their teeth are slightly pointier than would normal. It's almost like they've got a mouthful of canines. Slightly odd. Then you think about some of the rumors that people talk about Dugan's Hole, and you suspect that some of these rumors are true. Maybe one too many marriages with cousins. Maybe one too much. It's a problem. And it's manifesting with these pointy teeth and these cauliflower type ears. But you see people, they're just wandering around the streets, going about their business. And you look around for an inn. No inn to speak of, and people are just going about their business.
Can we go to the speaker's house? If we're...
Yep, let's knock on the door.
Looking at these people, though, are the children worth saving?
Are we sure the children weren't kidnapped to save them from going through this? Might be taken to another village, perhaps.
Like Hamlin.
Yeah.
Or Tuakau.
I was thinking Ruatoria.
Hey, you're mentioning all these places that I was one town over from when I grew up. Like, I grew up
Where
in
did you
Tolaga
grow
Bay,
up?
Tolaga Bay and Onifero, and you're talking about Tuakau
Oh
and
my
Ruatoria.
gosh.
And it's like, oh no.
Onifero
Let's be
is
fair, Tolaga's
beautiful.
full of all our whānau too. Hard not to bump into them there.
All the bones are there.
Look, Franklin's full of my whānau, so it's a family joke, let's say.
Okay, we'll leave it at
That's
that.
legal.
Yeah.
The family.
Okay. so you approach it's the nicest place here, and it's connected to the wharf. Of course, these red waters are just completely frozen over. There's boats that are icebound without great effort. They're going to stay there until this blasted winter ends. And you notice some figures approaching from deep inside the red waters. They look like fishermen. Ice fishers digging hole in it and doing that style of fishing, coming back with a catch of your favorite food, knucklehead trout. But you come up to the house of the speakers. It's the nicest house here, but nice is kind of relative, but at least looks official. What do? You knock on the door?
Yes.
Knockety knock knock.
Okay.
Rat-a-tat.
Oh, come out if you must! Be quick, close the door, it's damn cold.
Ooh,
We do so.
has our Triton got this? Talky bits?
Can do.
Whimsy's just asking that because she's wondering if she's going to cast Eagle Splendor on you.
Yeah.
You're in fact casting that, Albert?
She'll do
Cool.
that. Yep.
Okay, so advantage on charisma-based checks. I assume that's the eagle one. Okay,
That's the one, yep.
so spell is cast. You open up the door. You all rush inside as was was instructed. Thanks for remembering to roll that, Albert. A fireball would not be a good idea at this point, but it's good you're keeping on top of that. So you open the door. You close it quickly behind you. You're shuffling, and you see this this human dressed in leathers. There's no one else in this house. It's just her. Human. Looks like she's getting on in years, kind of in her 60s even. She's got these like grey hair, which she's put into a very simple ponytail at the back. And across her back, she's got a couple of traps, like bear traps, animal traps, those things. Oh, what is it you want? I got some hunting to do. What is it? What do you want?
Greetings.
Hi.
We're sorry to intrude. We are the Order of the Beak, and we come upon hearing of help for children
Oh
and
my.
some potential kidnappings. Do you know anything about this?
Look, the children are dead. There's no way they could have survived. They're dead. Just move on. I've heard of you guys before. The children are surely dead. You're the Order of the Beak. I know. Heard of you, Tarvin. Heard of you, Shijai, and I've heard rumors of these other people joining them. But quite frankly, the children are dead. I mean,
Well, how long have they been gone for you to assume such a thing?
look, they've been gone for a good 4 or 5 days now. Nothing can survive out there for that long.
You say nothing, but we've been out there for how long, guys? A few weeks, months? Under the right circumstances, dependent on their kidnappers, of course, they may have been kept alive.
Well, look, here's what's going on. A few days ago, just before the children went missing, some wolves came to town, and they took her. Now, took them, a little boy and a little girl. Now, what's even stranger about this is these wolves could talk. They literally talk to us. And they say, give us your food, give us your supplies, or the children are dead. Now, some people around here, bless their hearts, tried to get through a few bits and pieces, but we haven't seen the wolves since. So I think that they've just been eaten by the wolves have just eaten the children, and that's it.
Beg your pardon there, but if those wolves have come to threaten you, and those children are in fact dead, I'm not saying they are, but if they are, then what happens when those wolves are finished with that food? Do you not think they won't come back for more?
Look around you. People are here are starving. They are dying. Even if we could raid such a random for the wolves, we have no chance of surviving the winter if we do so. So we're damned if we do, damned if we're not. So I'm not sure about you, but I'm going to live my life assuming that I'm going to see tomorrow and that these wolves won't come back.
Well, rather than try to placate those wolves and have your children taken from you, these children that are meant to be the next of you, if we can get through this winter, we can help you with this problem, but we need your help in knowing where they went and how long ago they left. You said 4 days?
4 days, yep. They went into the forest. I don't know if require some expert tracking to track them down. That's all I can give you. As I said, my heart's just not in this. Been gone for
If
days.
that's all you can give us, can you tell us who the parents are of these children and where we can find them? They might have a bit more information that they'd be willing to give.
Sure. Malcolm frantically going over his notes. Yeah, well, you can go talk to the Dejaras if you like. That's the parents of them. The two children that we're missing is Sylvia and Finn. So go talk to the Dejaras. They'll tell you the same thing. They've given up hope, but look, there's nothing else. I've got some hunting and some trapping to do.
If you could just point us in the right direction of the Dejars, we'll be on our way, thank you.
The speaker points you down to this house down here. She kind of shrugs and she says, "Close the door behind you." She heads off, presumably to hunt.
Charming. Says
Well,
Tubman.
she really cares for her people, doesn't she?
Should we go
Yes.
talk to the family of these children?
George just wants to talk briefly to Shazaya. Talking wolves, is this something that sounds a little bit druidy to me? Do you guys eat... Do you eat humans, you druids?
Oh, he went there.
I thought we already agreed not to talk about this again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Yeah. Tubman tells George to leave it. Trust me.
All right, I'll leave it.
In wolf form, as a druid, no. I do not eat humans.
Not as a wolf, no.
Not as a wolf. Not in a house, not with a mouse.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, George is okay.
Well, did you guys want to proceed to the Dejars and find out more about these werewolf creatures type things?
Absolutely.
You-
Or awoken wolves, perhaps? We have come
Lead
across a few awoken creatures.
Let's lead the way. Time is of the essence.
Okay, so you, as the speaker heads off, presumably to trap, you leave the speaker's house, and you head over to the Dejars. Politely knock on the door and assume, and the door opens, and a lady, kind of in her 40s, very gaunt, very thin, almost emaciated. She says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Nymph does a little bow of her head and says, "It's good to see you. We are the Order of the Beak, and we've been sent here to help you with your current situation of your children."
"Oh, the Order of the Beak. Oh, yes. Come in. Let me
Thank you.
put on some tea. And just, my name's Hilda. This is my husband Finn. Oh, sorry, no, it's not Finn. It's
Oh, he's got a junior.
Sorry, I'm confused. It's been so long. I'm Hilda. This is Harold. Welcome to our home. Anyway, let me put on some tea. I said it's quite the honor to have you here.
Oh, please, you need not waste what comes so hard for you guys around here on us. We're just popping in. Mr. and Mrs. Dejars, we know that you are in a very difficult and hard situation at the moment with the stealing of your daughter Sylvia and son Finn, and we would like to help find out what happened to them and, Lord willing, bring them home."
Well, I thank you for your optimism. If nothing else, yes, Finn and Celia are indeed missing. I mean, some wolves came. they were as big as horses. They were massive, and I don't know much about nothing, but I will tell you that they spoke with a mighty vocabulary, as if common was their first tongue. It was most off-putting. And now the wolves returned kind of every so often, and say they aren't giving them back until the town coughs off a king's ransom in food and gold. No.
So they've visited you recently?
But they kidnapped them, returned soon afterwards, and returned about 2 days ago. We haven't seen them since. I'm not sure
Okay.
that it is. I can't help but think that this is bad news for Sylvia and Finn. I mean, if they kept on returning, then I would have hope that they were alive. I mean, I do hope that they were alive. But I feel my head is telling me something different to my heart.
Can I ask you, Mrs. DeJars, do you happen to have recognized those voices without all the fur and the wolf-like appearance? Did those voices seem familiar to you at all?
I know. I mean, they did spoke common, but it was like a growly way of speaking common. As if a wolf would speak, so no, I did not recognize the voices.
And how many of them would you say there are?
I don't know. I don't know how many, but they are wolves and they're as big as houses. At least 2? Maybe more.
Okay. And you've seen them come back a few times now. Would you know the pathing that they came from in the woods over there?
Yes. They went into the forest. I assume if you head northward into the forest, that would be your best chance. But look, to be perfectly honest, I can't ask you for this. My children are dead, and you're risking your lives. I think I know that they're dead, but if you could though, please. There's a hard situation for me.
You didn't ask, and we're offering. It's our duty to help where we can, and quite frankly, stopping in here was somewhat on the way to our next destination regardless, so we're happy to help put your heart at ease, whether it be bringing your children home or giving you an answer at the bare minimal.
An answer would be nice. Sleepless nights.
If I could just ask a question.
Of course.
Is there anyone in town, in this small town, any rumours anywhere about what could have happened to the children?
Well, trust me.
Even if they're the most ridiculous, outrageous rumours.
Well, let me just say, Shajar, it is an honor to have you in our house. Not only you're a member of the Order of a Beak, but you're I can tell you're a high elf, and I've never met a high elf before. And it's an absolute honor having you in my house.
Thank you. And the honour is all mine for being in your house.
You are too kind. But as far as rumors, outrageous things, the only thing that I can think of is, I mean, when the children was caught, it was done in a blink of an eye. The wolves took the children and then left, and that was it. We panicked. We tried to track them. We failed. And somebody swore that the first night they were returned, one of the wolves was walking with a distinct limp, as if something had happened to its leg. Of course, the wolf denied it when we said, "What's up with your leg? Did the children fight back?" And the wolf, of course, denied it and made the demand again. And that was the last time we saw the wolves, was one who seemed to have a sore leg. But that is only the only thing I can think of, Shajaya.
Can George do an
you.
insight check
Sure.
just to see whether the mother is being genuine, like if she's genuinely excited that we're looking for the
Sure.
that we're after that offer?
Yep.
He doesn't know people very well, but he's going to give it a go.
You don't know. And what you see is I mean, one thing you all would notice anyway. Like imagine if any of your children went missing, would you be okay with it 4 days afterwards, or would you be an absolute mess? I don't know about you,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
But I'd be
Yeah.
an absolute mess. And you're not sure whether this is just another trial they have to do. I mean, the entirety, everybody in the 10 towns is depressed to some extent. So maybe this is just one more thing she has to deal with, and she's pushing it down. But you'll kind of notice that.
Is this the first time your village has ever seen these type of talking wolves?
Yes.
Or is there a history of them?
Well, there's wolves for sure, but no wolves of this size. I mean, these things are as big as a horse, and they can speak.
Does she know which direction they came from?
North into the woods, north of Dugansold.
Well, let's go.
Now, thank you for looking at it. It'll give some type of closure. I don't have much to offer, but Harold, take your goddamn boots off and give them to these people. And Harold, who hasn't been saying anything, he says, just shrugs and takes off these boots. And he says, she says, well, Harold hasn't been out much lately. These things have served him well and kept his feet unusually cold. So please, take these boots as a gift. And if you find my children great, if you don't find them great, if not dead, I'm just saying take them regardless. You've done so much for the 10 towns already. Please take them.
Perhaps we could swap for you some of our boots, so you're not bootless.
Well, of course.
Blue boots from the top of Calvin's cairn.
Oh, yeah.
Those
We never managed to find a home for those.
Yes.
Yep, he accepts the boots and hands you over these boots. Just spend a little bit of time. I'm not sure when you get the moment with them, but spend some time. They will serve you well.
we
Take it they need to be broken in.
Do we need to do an Arcana check on the boots, or do we know what they are now? Oh, you've already... Sorry. Are they magical?
I'll put it this way, they have art for them.
yeah.
Could you please tell us the name of the I know you've told us the name of the some of the children
Yes,
who aren't around,
Sylvia and Finn.
and the parents are.
Harold and Hilda.
Is there anything the parents could have possibly done, or is there that might have accidentally endangered their children?
Are you asking him that, or?
I'm asking. Yeah. Yes. Not on purpose, and accidentally, because we're living in a very unpredictable and dangerous environment.
That is a fair question, Shajar, and because you're I'm going to answer this question as honestly as I can. In simpler times, when we had a cycle of the season, we'd store up food in the winter. Store up food in the summertime and the springtime, and we could survive the winter. We had it down packed. Ever since this endless winter has arrived, though, things have changed. Things have changed a lot. We used to educate our children, teach them to read, teach them to write as best we could. But now,
Yes.
they need to do things themselves. Finn especially used to like going out on the lakes and hunting for fish that way. That was the way he would provide for us. Silja would go into the woods and find wood. And sometimes she'd be gone for hours just to keep us slightly warm for the winter. So have we put our children at risk? Yes, we have. Why did we do that? Because it's the only way we know to survive. Difficult decisions.
I am. There's a couple of us here who can use magic to pick up on objects. It's not just me. It's more than just me. So we could take something off the two young people and hold it and see if we can pick any information up of it, if you would let us.
Oh, of course, of course. And she rushes and gets a couple of shirts, one for Finn and one for Hilda. One for Silja. These, take these. Wore them maybe 5 days ago.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to have a go at this as well, or just me?
Don't have that prepared, so I cannot.
Yeah.
I've only got guidance, and I've got detect thoughts, but that would be more so to do with the parents.
Well,
Guidance on tracking, perhaps.
Yep, sure.
we can certainly go and do some tracking and stuff. The primeval awareness. None of these wolves. Just talking with our druid here. Would they be aberrations, perhaps, or perhaps some sort of fae? Because then we
The
could
boots.
look out for them.
The wolves.
Oh, the wolves. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't tell that yet. If they're, I don't think they're fae.
Would they count as fiends then, or are they just beasts? But I would think a talking animal.
Yeah, the
strikes
fact that
me
they
as-
talk is a bit mysterious to me. I just want to take this and have a wee look at it. What she's given me. I probably won't get much.
Whimsy's
off
a
it,
little
but-
bit grumpy, and she cuts in that they took children. Maybe we should just go and do something about it.
Yeah.
Or
Let's go find the wolves.
Faye or nay?
Please, take
yep.
take these boots though, please. That will keep you warm. Yeah. You need to spend some time with them though. That's what they
Whimsy
are.
will chuck them on. She doesn't care what they do. They just look pretty.
Yeah, we'll take those boots. Thank you. And
Cool.
we'll be back with the children with a little luck.
Thank you.
Oh, having a look at that.
Oh, I see.
Who would benefit from some cold weather clothing?
Not me. I'm fine.
Tarvin has no cold protection whatsoever, so I would take them if no one else
That's
wants them.
yours then.
Yeah.
What about Whimsy? Because Whimsy has the least amount of hit points. Are you resistant to cold?
She's, as long as she's holding this crystal that she has, she's resistant to cold.
Oh no. So okay, cool. So you're fine. Oh, all right.
Okay.
Do you guys
So
want me
Giant's got the ring.
to fog cloud around us as we enter the woods?
Whimsy's been
I-
thinking about fog cloud, but this wind is just going to
No,
dissipate it in seconds.
I was thinking if I could look for an animal, because George can actually speak to animals for free. So yeah, if we could look for, like, he's going to go to the edge. If we go to the edge of the forest, he could try and search out for a bird or something that could maybe tell them where the wolves are hanging out.
Or perhaps giant wolf tracks.
Oh yeah, look for giant wolf tracks. Yeah, go for it. The old rangers, the trackers.
Okay. So
Right.
you
Let's
bid
go.
farewell to Harold and Hilda, and Tarvin, you got the boots?
I do. So I imagine I have to
Beautiful boots.
attune to them. So I'll wear them for a bit. Wear them in.
Yeah,
As boots.
I've added to your character sheet in D&D Beyond. But you
We have
can,
already. Yep.
yep. So it's, maybe need to refresh your page or something. But they are there, but they're unattuned at the moment. Technically.
I also added them, so that's weird. So maybe I have two.
Oh.
You've got a duplication spell.
I've got two of them.
Well, regardless.
Let me just.
you have
one for each
Let me
foot.
just look at that. I managed to duplicate them.
Oh, that's one each.
All right.
I'll just let me just remove one. Okay. Yep. Cool.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, cool. Okay. So, you bid farewell to Harold and Hilda, not knowing if, and then not upset. Yeah, I kind of. When I lived in northern Uganda, I did some projects up north, and we hired some HIV tests, and we hired some doctors and some counselors to administer the tests, right? Because a lot of people wanted to know their status. And so we set it up, but we didn't actually really do much, because once the test was done, they talked to a nurse and counselors and things like that. And the impression we got was these people living an incredibly hard life, learning that they now have HIV. I was like, nah. Just one more thing. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
In the overall scheme of things.
Yeah. Like, I still
Yeah.
need to collect firewood. I still need to collect water. So, thanks.
Yeah.
Off we go. So I'm imagining this is what this lady is like. Yes, her children have gone, but she's already suffering terribly to start with. Maybe it's just one more thing she just can't handle. Anyway, on that depressing note, let's so you head to the very edge of this forest to the north of Dugan's Hole. What do you do?
Looking for wolf tracks.
Yeah. Do our rangers want to have a scout for some tracks?
Yeah.
Whimsy's,
Let's both
Whimsy's looking at his
search.
boots and feeling jealous.
Okay, make me
Yeah.
a
Would that be
survival check.
survival check? Okay.
Go, bear.
Oh, rubbish.
Oh, hang on, that was you. That was me.
Oh.
Here we are.
That's
Yeah.
much better. Yeah.
That's a great stealth roll.
Oh, wrong one.
I'll say it's a 13 on the dice plus 6. Oh, there we go. It's a 19.
Well, it was the same.
Yeah, but you rolled a 13 on the dice first. But yeah, well, regardless, it's a 19. Okay. So, you do find some wolf tracks. They are much larger than normal wolf tracks. So I suspect these are the wolves that you are looking for.
Oh,
Follow the
Hunty,
tracks. Okay.
Yes. Cautiously.
Okay. So cautiously, you start heading to the north, and straight into this forest. After about 30 minutes of following these tracks, sometimes you have to kind of double round and go through it, because there appears to be more than one of these wolf tracks. With a 19, you're not entirely sure, but there's at least 2. Could be 3, could be 4, could be more. With a better stealth roll, with a better survival roll, you might learn more, but that's what you learn. And up ahead, just kind of emerging around a bend in the forest, you do see a wolf. Now this wolf is massive. This is what it looks like. Like, you know, just appears to be a normal wolf. The size is the most obvious difference about it. And it sees you. You see it. And it says, Thanks to the gods you have come. Perhaps you can help. Please. There's some children in trouble. We need help. And it kind of takes a few hesitant steps towards you. As a limp. He goes towards you. Please. We need your help. Some children have gone missing.
Like to insight.
Sure. You're not sure. I mean, obviously, it's not matching up that these wolves.
I would like to take him at his word, but we also know that he's. I mean, if he's going to lead us to the kids, regardless, you know.
Please,
George.
let me explain myself. Look,
Please do.
there's a giant, living up in an ancient temple, I guess you'd call it. And he's been torturing us and forcing us to go and take these children. We do not want to, but he has our pups, he has our young. We do not want them to die. Let me just ask you plainly, what wouldn't you do to save your own children? Think of us as no different. Please help us.
Can Whimsy do an insight?
Sure.
If he's telling the truth.
I have to get a read on them. I mean, you guys kind of started from a distrustful point of view, I imagine, which is reasonable given that these appear to be the wolves that took the children. But it's not attacking you. It's not ripping your throat out. It's got a limp.
And then he's not as big. He's not as big.
Oh no, he's definitely big.
He's
the
big.
size of a
He's big.
horse. He is big.
We happen to know there's two of them. So where's your friend, mate, whatever?
In the spirit of trustworthiness, it is best you come out. Cannon, show yourself. And from behind you, notice another white wolf that appears to have been following you. Comes around and stands next to it. My name's Corin. This is Cannon. We just please help us get these children back.
How is it that you speak Corin and Cannon?
There was a druid that was here. Excuse me. And stop talking with such a raspy voice. It's killing my throat. So there was a droid, a male, and he cast some type of spell on us, and we've been able to talk ever since. We haven't seen him for years now, but sometimes we think it's a curse, sometimes we think it's a blessing. But please help us. And the wolf steps forward and kind of makes a show. Falls. One of his legs kind of collapses under his weight, and he limps forward. But
maybe our druid can look at your foot. Says Whimsy. If you're hurting, she's real good at that stuff.
I need to know. Are you going to help us with the children?
Well, why don't we
The
start with your
children
foot?
are our priority, but we would need your help, so let's heal your foot.
Oh, of course, because look, if we could work together, yes, get the children back so that and then take out the giant, and that would be wonderful, because he'll think twice about hurting me or my brother once again. But please, if you would like to look at my foot, that would be nice. And it comes within 30 feet of you and stops.
So is it only the two of you plus the pups at this giant's camp?
Yes. And when you see the building, you'll see it's obviously built for a giant. It's giant-sized. Okay, so you go down and you lay the hand on the foot. Can you just roll me a d20, please, Nymph? A plain old d20. Check something.
A dragon appears.
Yes, you didn't want to roll a 16. That's the worst thing you can do. Okay. You cast the healing on his I just whispered something to you, Nymph. Well, thank you for the healing. Perhaps we can start. I suggest we go sooner rather than later. I mean, the children are being kept in cages. They've been kept alive. But a time is of the essence.
So what
Of
have
course.
the giant demanded that you get from the townspeople for the children?
Gold, food.
Gold and food.
Whimsy jumps into Nymphadora's head. What's up?
His foot was not injured at all. It's an act.
We should do something like fireball. And she unleashes a fireball.
Oh,
Okay.
they haven't shown us where the kids are yet. Think of the children.
More for us, we'll find it. Looks like we're
The
having
big
wolf
boys,
tonight.
they'll live through one fireball.
Okay, roll me some damage dice for your fireball.
She hears fireball in her head and jumps out of the way, being close to Whimsy.
Okay.
Wild magic.
Of
Wild
course,
magic.
if
Wild magic.
the only thing that would stop her from casting fireball would be if there's nowhere to place it where she wouldn't harm people.
Okay.
Except wolves. If you know what I mean.
Oh, let me
Which
just
translation
hastily
is called?
put together a combat map here, as for some reason I wasn't expecting a fireball at this point in the campaign, but that's fantastic. That's what D&D is all about, is if in doubt, cast fireball.
Roll your wild magic while he's doing that,
I,
Whimsy.
Good idea. I just don't know if I'm casting fireball yet. I want to see where we are on the map. Her instinct is to cast fireball. Otherwise, it's going to be an egg and ends on Scorcher.
So some sort of
This-
fiery, some sort of fiery attack.
Oh yeah. Either way,
is
it's going to be a. You're right. You're right. Let me do this.
We're eating wolf tonight, alright?
so this
Oh,
is,
that's sweet.
I said the
We can
wolves.
feed Dugan Soul.
Let's, here's the map. Whoops. Here's the map that we have. So, oh, there's the frost giant and the mammoth. They're not there. That was the map I used for
good.
that possible encounter, which didn't happen. So we had Nymph going up and casting Cure Light Wounds. And I said there's about 30 feet between you guys, so that's about right. I'll move you guys around just a little bit randomly.
George was up the front with Tarvin. George was up the front with Tarvin. Like, yeah.
Let's say something like that. And so
I think the
Nymph,
wolf came towards us, right?
yeah, it did stop about 30 feet away from you.
Ah, yes.
It
Yeah.
didn't approach the whole group. So we're saying Nymph, you walk up, cast Cure Wounds on it. But this is what I had you roll that random d20 for. Was for a medicine check. I didn't want to say medicine check because it would give the game away, but that was an 18 for your medicine check. And that's when you noticed it. So we'll pick it up from here. You are
I'm currently by Whimsy because I nudged her.
Okay, so presumably you went back over here then. Something like that.
And I'll drop a fireball on them.
Alright. So you can definitely get both of the wolves in the fireball. Yeah, roll some damage for me.
Oh god. course, that's 8d6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That much.
24
versus 17?
13
Versus
okay.
16.
16, okay.
16, 1, 6.
Okay, so one of them makes it, one of them doesn't. So say the top one takes the full 24 points of... Check something. Okay, no. 24 points of damage, and the one to the south will take 12
Oops,
points.
sorry. Ignore that. Oh, now I roll.
So I beg you, please let us go save the children. And it explodes, and everybody please roll me initiative.
It's getting hot in here. Initiative.
Oh.
Well, you weren't expecting that, were you?
I'm just casting Fireball again,
Would
just
you
to
know?
check my sound effects.
Oh,
That's a bit better. Okay. So, those ones. Okay, so Nimsy, did you roll your
Oh, I didn't click it
D20?
on my thing. I got 16. Sorry.
I see Shajai got 18. And what did you get, Whimsy?
1, 6.
1, 6. Okay. Did you roll your D20 for your wild magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
And-
10.
It's a 10. Okay.
Disappointment.
So
Damn.
disappointed. Just on wild magic all the time.
So Nymph, you whisper in Whimsy's head, I think one of them's faking. And all of a sudden, the landscape explodes with a fireball, and you realize Whimsy is not asking questions about why this wolf is faking a limp. Could be a million reasons. What do you do, Nymph?
Yeah, seeing Whimsy's immediate reaction, Nymph yells out to the one who was claiming to have a sore leg and says, "You there, why faking the sore leg? What do you really intend for us?"
Needed to make a convincing argument for you to come there. I mean, people don't trust wolves. Figured if I had limped, you'd be more likely to come and save the children, and now you fireball us. Attack them, brother!
I did not fireball you. I cured you for something that was not even needing curing. You came off with lies. Why should we trust you?
They're ignoring you. They're growling and going for an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then she'll move forward and attack.
Okay.
Smash.
Growl as you approach.
Somebody have a healing
And I'm
spell
just
ready to
checking
keep
how much
them, one
feet
of
I
them
can
alive.
go.
Oh, so 20 shit.
Yeah.
I will have you go after this, Shajaya.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
It's
all right.
okay. I just miscalculated.
No problem.
Yep, I'm going to cast. I believe there's one here. Aid. Aid?
Aid.
No, never mind. No, instead I'm just going to throw my trident at it.
Okay, nice. Throw your trident away. 14. Now you who your trident at it, and it strikes true. Roll damage.
The one who lied.
The one who lied is the red one. Red dot had the limp.
Oh, okay, that
Problem
one.
is,
Yeah.
now he's limping.
Oh, that one, was that the one you said lied?
This was the
Okay.
one who was limping.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Okay, but you throw your trident and it sticks in. 7 points of damage.
Oh, hold
And-
on. Sorry, I did the wrong one. It's 1d6 plus 7 for throwing.
Okay, so 11 points of damage.
I think so. I think I'm doing the right one. There's two there. There's 1d6 and a 1d8.
Oh,
Two-handed,
will have to be
one-handed.
one-handed.
One's
I think.
two-handed, it's the one-handed damage.
One-handed damage because
It'll be
of the
1d6.
Yeah, plus 7. Oh, so it's 11.
11. Okay, so you throw the trident at... Oh, it's one to the north, you said. So that's 11 points of damage to the one to the north. It lets out a growl as you hit it, as the thing digs deep into the body. Is that your turn, a nymph?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Shajara, things have gone dramatically different. What do you do?
Well, I know that it's... I would like to address the wolves and say, brothers, if it's not too late, can we discuss a way that we can work together to save these children? You can understand that as a group, we're terrified of losing any more members. We're just as scared as you. Is there anything that we can do for you that will help us save these children?
Make me straight animal. You can choose, actually, Shajara. Animal handling or persuasion. I'll say 7 damage only.
23.
23. Wow. Okay. This guy 4 hit points back. Look, we came here with peaceful intention, and that idiot over there burnt us with fire. Tell you what, we will help you in the search for these children. One condition: you heal us up.
I can certainly heal you. I just need us to have this agreement between you, the wolves. I'm a druid, so I know I can understand you. I can see how you're feeling and thinking. But I have to protect my party at the same time. So as long as we have an agreement that there will be no more violence or distrust, because if there is 6 of us against 2 of you.
Trust works both ways. Come closer. Take a step forward. If one of your people attack us, you'll be the first to die. No one attacks us, forward. And you heal us, we have a deal.
A Whimsy is flaming up, I'm telling you now. She's covered in flames at the moment. Ready to shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay, so
It's the one up to your north, Shajai, is the one that's damaged.
Okay.
they're both damaged. They both got fireballed.
Oh, right, yeah.
I actually feel quite nervous, and my brain went a bit blank there for a minute. But yeah, I'm not getting it, so I'm not getting too much. I don't know. I'm gonna have a go.
Whimsy's in your head saying they stalked us, they lied to us, and now you're healing them. I'm gonna flame them the moment you heal them.
Well, the wolf said if one of your people attack, then Shajai will be the first to fall. So if you attack them, they're going to attack Shajai, is the deal they're making. If everything goes all right, healing happens, then they will help you to save the children. That is their claim.
Okay.
Which is Shajai. Oh, okay, so make me a healing roll.
I need 5.
5, so we'll say to the one to the south as you lay hands on them or you cure wounds. 5 hit points are restored to the one to the south. Okay, I'm going to say that would be your turn now, Shajaya. Nymph already had a turn, so slightly out of order. Whimsy.
I think this is really foolish. She's gonna fire Ignan's on Scorcher.
Okay.
So
I
chaotic.
really do I
great.
don't think it's worth fighting the wolves. But
Whimsy completely disagrees. I think she's made her point clear.
Okay, so how does the Scorcher work?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just
Sure.
if I have to move to make it happen. 30 feet, 95, 5 feet, 3d8. Unless I cast it at second level. How much second level have I got left? Yeah, she'll cast it at second level.
Okay.
Shajaya's 5, 10, 15, 20. And she'll have to move there. The wolves go next. Oh, she'll flame down. This is ridiculous.
Oh.
She'll flame down. Otherwise Shajaya's going to get munted. 2 wolves next to her.
Oh, flame down. Oh, so you're not going to cast a spell.
I'm going to cast a spell.
No, otherwise Shajaya's going to die.
Okay, so what do? You don't cast a spell. You still have an action. What would you like to do?
Come and stand next to me. Come and stand next to me and do that spell as soon as they make a move.
Oh no, she's got it at the ready. Can she do that? Can she have the spell prepared at the ready to go should they make a move?
The only
the
complication with that, you can hold a spell, like to say if the wolves attack Shajai, you release the spell. If it doesn't happen though, you lose that spell slot. That's the only disadvantage in doing that. That the spell doesn't go off. So you could say I cast the Scorching Ray on the Winter Wolf if it attacks Shajaya, but if the wolf doesn't attack Shajaya, you lose that spell slot regardless.
In Shajaya's head, Whimsy will ask. This might be metagaming. Feels like metagaming. Just tell me if it's metagaming. Feels like it. He wants to ask what that Shajaya should know what alignment they are.
What alignment they are?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like metagaming. But I can't think of the player words that the character words I want to describe.
Their intentions, are they good or evil?
Well, they're
In
not,
their
they're
intention.
wolves. Yeah,
In
they're
terms
wolves.
of winter wolves. They're winter wolves.
So
So
they're-
is there a specific thing she knows about them that makes her want to be?
Make me
Oh,
a
I
nature
see.
check, Shajai.
Okay.
Make me a nature check, and I'll based on that, I'll tell you what you could respond. So the
But she's
nature
flamed
check-
down. She's not holding the spell.
Oh,
That's
the 19.
main thing.
Is a lion evil for hunting the deer? I mean, everybody thinks, oh, poor little deer. But then, think of the poor little lion cubs who aren't going to eat tonight because their mother failed to bring down the deer. So in Shajai's opinion, a wolf is not evil in the same way that a lion is not evil for hunting the deer. Just the circle of life.
What about werewolves?
Neutral.
These are werewolves, surely.
So,
Oh,
in Shajai's opinion, with her 19 nature check, she'd say that wolves are neutral. They're not good or not inherently good. They're not
Okay.
inherently evil. Would be your answer.
Okay. Whimsy doesn't trust them at all, but she'll flame down, and we can walk to our doom together.
Okay.
Is what she says. There's a message in your head. Cool. Let's walk to our doom together.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's your action. You did a lot of back and forth there, so that's it.
Yeah.
You try and communicate
And
with
she's flamed
Shajai.
down. That's-
And flame down, so nothing. The wolf bares its teeth and kind of lets out a growl right next to Shajai, getting ready to pounce at any instant, but it's not. It's holding its action. Harvin. Tense.
Whimsy's in his head. Fire, do it. Fire.
Yeah.
Then an attack.
Shajaya's gonna die if you do that.
Which wolf just did nothing? Was it this one? Oh, that one.
Yeah. I think Shajaya was there, and this wolf is got its teeth. It hasn't attacked, but it looked like it could attack at any second.
That's him who on the initiative table who hasn't gone yet. That'd be him, right?
Yeah,
This
he's
one hasn't
effectively.
gone.
Yeah, this one has had its turn and is holding its action, and is growling next to Shajaya. This one hasn't done anything. This is the one that had the bad leg, quote unquote.
Arvin experienced a bit of bloodlust there for a moment. Was certainly ready to. He stares at Shajai for a long time.
6 seconds worth.
5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds of time, and then lowers his weapon.
Okay. Garrett?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Some of my best friends were wolves.
Yeah, Garrett likes the wolves.
Okay, this wolf takes a step down. The two lets out a low growl, getting ready to attack Shajai at a moment's notice. George?
George is going to put his maul behind his back with one hand, but he's going to move forward so that it's back there, but I'm not hitting you. I'm putting it back with one arm outstretched, but he's going to step up next to Shazaya just in case it goes down.
Okay. So with everybody not attacking, I assume you're not going to lightning bolt these wolves just as the psych out your fellow party members, Shajai?
No, we've had an agreement, and there's 6 of us, so
Whimsy puts a thing in your head. You've had an agreement. Whimsy hasn't agreed to anything yet.
Okay, so they
She doesn't
step
trust him.
they step down and they no longer have the teeth out and the drool coming down.
But I think the one at the north now's got a limp, though, doesn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, the one.
they both got limps.
He had to pay for his lie there.
We had an agreement, Druid. Yes, you healed us, but we are severely burnt. You require more healing. That was the deal. It wasn't a
So
heal.
I
It
can-
was to be healed.
I can offer a cure wounds.
Of course.
That was great.
They the one to the north.
North, because that's where I'm closest.
Do you think more would be? Listen,
I
if
will.
we're going to ally
I will-
against this giant, the more you heal us, the better chance we have of taking it down.
That is exactly what we need to do, in my opinion. Please trust me, people. I can feel this coming through the ether. I can feel it. But guys, just trust me. I'm going to offer the wolf some more healing.
Okay.
Been 12
I'm
on the
gonna say to
north,
him-
and there's been 6 on the south. So just for Malcolm's help.
Okay. And 6 to the south. Okay, I got the 6
How
to the
much more healing would you say you might need?
south. Tell you what, I'll do it this way. You look to the top of the wolves, that's how injured they are.
Yeah.
I'll just do the one to the
I
south.
just asked because I
okay.
can take a specific number away with my handspool.
Shazai, do your
Yeah.
heal on them.
Okay. I will heal you as much as I can because I'm a high elf, and I believe in doing the right thing for nature first before violence. So this is in good faith.
Of course.
Um.
Gonna cast Cure Wounds again?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to have a look. Did that come?
Yes, I see you did
13.
13. So we'll say you do the one to the south, which looks more injured.
Mhm.
They're about 10 points away from full health. I'll give you that one north.
The north?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll just take 10 away and he can have 10.
Okay. Looking almost at full health. Perhaps one more for my brother.
This was the brother that didn't lie, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And he's still a bit singed.
Yeah, he looks like he had almost the same. She's going to give him 8. See if that pops him up a bit.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
I think it should be pretty obvious that keep that one away from us. She's pointing to Nimsy.
Oh, she won't be coming near you. Says Whimsy. Not a chance. Smelly dog.
George says, Tarvin, do you want to stay with Whimsy back there? You know, you can keep Whimsy safe.
I think I'm the best person to rein in Whimsy, to be honest with you, but sure.
What?
I kind
George,
of I share the same sentiment.
Exactly. Well, that's probably why George asked you to stay back there then, so that you're not like, those animal instincts.
I can fire arrows.
George is going to stay right up as close as he can to Shajaya in this moment. If Shajaya is going to be walking up front with these 2 wolves, he just wants to, be there ready to go if it goes down.
Well, the wolves start heading in this direction, so feel free to file in behind them as you see fit.
So he's going to stay up in front and centre.
Okay. So the wolves lead you on. They keep kind of a half an eye on Whimsy. And
I'll follow right up close by the wolves.
Okay. And they come up, and then they take you to this place. It's kind of right in the middle of the forest. And they say, look, it is where the giant resides. It is where the children are. And this thing is definitely a giant size. Yes, it's a towering edifice. It's built entirely out of ice, and the dome structure is easily 3 times the height and 3 times the width of any structure you might find inside of the 10 towns. Whatever you think of the wolves, you do know that this has definitely got the giant vibe to it. What would you like to do?
So the 3 things on the front there, large doors, or is that sort of like 2 columns in front of some sort of entranceway? Can we see from the distance we're at?
The only entrance you see, is one to the west.
Okay, but
so one entrance into this structure, and that's from the west.
Okay, but obviously looking at the artwork there, it looks like there's 3 arches, and in that centre arch looks like an entryway. Is that what we're seeing from the distance we're at?
Let me just look at that art again. Yeah, actually no, I tell a lie. There is 3 entrances from the west. And none from the east, from the south, from any other direction. But there's 3 ways into this thing, all on the western wall.
Are they sealed with doors, or are they just like basic,
open?
Just an archway thing? Open.
It's an archway. Yep.
Should we send Dorj in to negotiate again?
Torch is king, but I think he might have learnt his lesson. Who's
Doesn't
sneaky?
look like a trap at all, that's for sure.
Obviously having tracking skills and stuff, we could try and stealth in somewhere and see if we can get them out. Can we ask our wolf companions, Kanan and Karan, where the kids, which entrance would be the best way to get into the kids?
They say that the children are kept to... Actually, let's do this. Let's drag you across to the actual map. So the children are kept in a cage through this doorway here. Giant resides in here.
And where are your pups? Are they in with the children?
No, they're in the far south end of the chamber. like far north, west.
So, in terms of us helping you and you helping us, we are keen to rescue the children. Do we also need to rescue your pups at the same time, or are you expecting us to take out this giant?
But to get to the pups, we have to go through the giant. Quite frankly, I think the safest place for the children are in the cage at this present time.
Are there pups and children?
Yeah, there's the two children that were taken from the 10 towns, Hill and Finn. And the Winter Wolf says that the giant is manipulating them by keeping their pups hostage. Like, kidnap children or we'll kill your children. But there's pups and children.
So if we could rescue your pups and the children without confronting the giant or killing the giant, would that be sufficient for us to be able to escape with your children and the children from the town?
Quite frankly, I just want the pups back. It's my primary concern. Perhaps we should stealth up. And if we want to get the children first to understand that, maybe we'll get your children, take out the giant, and get my children.
Well, we're not keen to try and confront a giant because we have respect for their powers.
No, this must happen. To get the pups, we must take on the giant. This is not a negotiable.
George speaks up and says, maybe I can call out into the giant or stand out in the open and we could set a trap at the south side. Like, I know I'm terrible at talking to the giant. Well, if I make it angry, then we can attack it out in the open, away from the children, away from the pups. We could take him.
We could.
So we could lay an ambush of sorts.
What if the Whimsy in one of you guys here in oh gosh, who's a barbarian?
Hey, George.
George's head. It's like if the Rangers and you could lead them away, then we go in there and get the kids out.
I'm comfortable with splitting the party.
George has got a pretty decent speed.
So you think you can outrun a giant? I know you're pretty big.
How fast does a giant go?
Out-stealth? Can you out-stealth them?
No, I'm not stealthy.
Oh, okay. You forget that.
I don't have disadvantage. I'm not bad at stealth, but I'm not great at stealth. I wouldn't count on my stealth. Like I'm decent, like decent enough. I'm no thief though. But what I do have actually is because of I can take the dash action as a bonus action, so that gives me 3 lots of movement. Is that right? No. Malcolm?
Sorry?
So it'll be like, if I take the dash action as my bonus action, I get my 40 feet, but the dash action is double your movement, isn't that right? Isn't that 80 feet?
It's not a bonus action, though. I mean...
No, but because of my totem spirit, I can take the dash action as a bonus action.
Then in theory,
so I can
you can
actually
move 120 feet in 1 round. Yep.
Yeah, so I think I could actually outrun a giant.
That would be literally all you're doing, though.
Yep. No. Yeah, I'll be running and try and get it to follow me.
We don't want to lay some sort of trap or ambush out here at the entrance.
No, so if you want to do an ambush, that's perfectly fine. Or if you just want me to take the giant away and I'll lead it on its merry way, well, that's fine too. Part of me really wants to get my maul out. Oh.
Whimsy's hating her idea because it means that we're going to be alone with the wolves without a barbarian. And she doesn't trust the wolves.
Can we set up the ambush then, Whimsy? It's
Nymph raises her weapons and says, "Look, I'll be with you. I sure as heck can't run as fast as George, so I'll be with you guys."
Tell you what, though, I think Nymph raises a good point. If we do leave the giant, he's going to come after these wolves with his villages, anything that's preying on the village. I think that we need to do our best to actually stamp out this evil.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should just sneak up and see what's going on.
Well, I'm ready to do the.
Because you've been inside. Whimsy says to the wolves, so you could just draw a picture in the snow of where everything is.
As I said, the children are through here. The giant is
Yeah,
through
draw a map.
here.
Draw a map of the doors and everything, and how we can get through here without awakening the giant, so that we can kill him in his sleep.
The room that the children is enclosed. There's no way in and out of here. This just leads it further into the thing with sleeping quarters for the giant, some barrels as well. Not sure what's in the
So the
barrels.
children through here.
Yep. Children here,
The
giant here.
Pups, where?
Way up here in the northwest of the
And how
So
how
the-
many rooms? And
so
how
the-
big?
about 6 rooms, I guess.
How many giants? Is it just the one?
Just the one.
Easy. I could take the giant down with all by myself.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Right, well, I can cast a Pass Without Trace to increase our stealth as a group if we stick close together. Will the wolves stay close with us, or is it okay if they come and go? Would the giant be expecting you to be coming and going, or will he attack you if you haven't bought him food and gold?
He'll be expecting
only
us
need
to
to be-
come and go, but I'd prefer to get the jump on him, as it were.
We
I
only
would
need
like
to be close together for the
hold-
casting as well. Like, we don't need to stay close together.
Yep.
We fix that. So
So you
Okay.
cast
I'd
Pass
Cast
like
it
to
on
Without
all
hold
of us.
Shield of Faith
Okay.
for Dodge, so as soon as we see the giant, she's going to cast it on Dodge.
Okay, cool.
See or hear when we're in close proximity.
For those who are approaching with the wolves, I'll have them make their own stealth check.
Wait! Why can't the wolves just walk in there and get their puppies? Wait till the giant's asleep. Walk in there, get your puppies. We'll see you later. We're done.
We need to
We
kill
need
the
the children.
the children,
So they go in there, they get the puppies.
the giant's eating the children from the village that we're trying to save them from. Like,
No, he's using them as a Well, I thought it was the wolves who were using them as currency to make the village give them food. But it turns out the giant
Look.
is using everybody as currency to get food
Yeah.
from the village. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, the
This
food being the
giant
kids.
needs to die. Let's go.
No, otherwise he'd get adults. Adults are bigger and yummier. Well, fillinger. Man, these wolves are no. She's in heads at this time.
As Whimsy is having doubts about this whole plan, the wolves continue to sneak forward. Who's sneaking with them? Tarvin, looks like you're going. Garrett,
I'm
you're
going.
Yeah, I'm going. We both stealthed up, and I cast the Pass Without Trace, so we're at 33 and 27 respectively.
I'm at 26.
Okay, so Dorj, you're sneaking up, 26. Nymph, what you're doing?
Tarvin, will you need to be
17.
at disadvantage?
Sorry, what was that,
He's got
Garrett?
new armor. He's got new armor.
Yep.
That doesn't
yep.
disadvantage him.
I'm not
Oh,
disadvantaged
okay.
anymore. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Shajaya, what are you doing? Are you following up with them?
Yeah, I'm just thinking away here to myself because I don't like hearing my team being upset and worried, and it's making me doubt myself. But
Mm-hmm.
Whimsy can talk. Whimsy can talk to me.
Why don't you
Do you
guys
think
hang
I
out
might do?
around
am I
here or
close?
something?
Am I close to the wolves? I can't see myself or where we are at the moment on the map.
Out here.
It's all black.
Whimsy will follow
Where am I?
behind.
You need to zoom out, and then you're on the bottom
Oh
right.
yeah, I got it. And the
She's
wolves
not
are
gonna-
here.
Yep.
I would like to do detect thoughts on the wolves. Can I?
Sure. Sure. So the first, when you cast detect thoughts, initially you get surface thoughts from them.
Yeah.
And they're so you have to cast it on one of them. So let's say you cast it on the one that was limping.
Yeah.
Scared would be at the top. Worried, concerned, nervous. Those are the surface emotions you get. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can, but they will get a wisdom saving throw. Would you like to go deeper?
I think so, because I know that my group is nervous. What do you think? I can't talk to Whimsy. She can talk to me, but I can't talk to her. Is that true? I have got telepathy to 60 feet, so presumably I can talk to Whimsy.
Yeah,
Totally.
sure.
Totally.
Whimsy and everyone, I want to see what they're doing. I'm pretty sure that they're not our close friends, but that it's better for us to have them on our side rather than endangering ourselves and our capabilities by fighting them. I think
Well,
they're
Whimsy
probably
comes
working.
back with, "I'd rather be wrong than saying I told you so."
That's the laugh that I actually do.
Okay, so you dig
What do you
deeper. You're digging deeper,
Yeah.
Shaja? Roll me a d20,
Yeah.
Shaja.
Guidance. Oh, you can't. at the same
Nothing to
time.
do with guidance. No, this is purely... Okay.
Yeah.
So you try and dig deeper into the wolf's mind. You just get the same emotions once again. Nervous, cautious, worried, concerned. Seems as if you don't dig any deeper. All you get, Shaja.
With an 18.
To the winter
Don't fight it.
Whimsy could be wrong.
sneak forward.
Could be wrong.
Okay.
And they kind of
Stop.
point their noses to here's it then. You're implying that's where the children is. One of them dashes across here. No giants come out.
So are we all going to go together? Whispering.
And then they kind of beckon door driver. Flying coast is clear, come on. Now, Norsu, now! And as you get there, triggers an action,
Oh, no.
and you see a massive woolly mammoth come charging out.
I knew there was a mammoth.
Badoosh, 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 and it charges straight at you. And it's going to try and gore you. Just comes straight at you. I assume a 27 hits you, Dorage. And
Did you say now, Norsu?
oh,
They come from a giant inside.
no, it came from a wolf. So take 14 points of piercing damage and make me a strength saving throw. Oh, so it thumps into you and you're about to fall back on your back as it raises up its hooves, getting ready to stomp you. But it doesn't stomp you. This wolf... By the way, the 18 Shajai was for their saving throw to avoid your detect thoughts. You actually wanted to roll really low on that. But you rolled high, which means otherwise you would have seen their plan, and these are not the wolves you want to trust.
Okay.
Okay, and the wolves had a prepared action. Oh, actually, Whimsy, Nymph, your action would go off. So you're casting Shield of Faith,
Shield of Faith.
on
George.
George. Okay, so the 27 will
He just
still
gets
hit.
a +2. Yes.
Yep. Okay, but it still hits, so that's unfortunate. So it still hits. Now let me get out an area of like template. There, not so. I'll say this way.
Oh god, I thought there was somebody invisible behind Whimsy. Thanks for that.
Garrett, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yep.
Ooh, that would be a fail. So this wolf goes and blasts out this blast of cold air right in your face. And you can take that much cold damage.
I'm going to elect at this point to absorb elements on that.
You need a reaction to it, and they surprised you, so you don't have a reaction.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, I don't know if you're resistant to cold. I don't think you are, so that would be the full 19.
Nope.
Yes, and roll for initiative. Only you guys hadn't burned a lot of spell slots healing the wolves. This would be much better. Says the DM. All right. Okay, so there's no giant, by the way. Let's see a giant. Okay, did we get everybody in successfully?
No, Shazaya.
Shazaya, 18.
Giant still to come. Oh Jesus.
Okay, so that was their surprise round, the charge attack on Dorge. Dorge miraculously managed to stay on his feet. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, got a roll in the wolves. There's one for the wolf. There's one for the other wolf. There's one for the massive Norsu. 0! Come on, man! No, that's correct. You rolled a natural 1. So, Shazaya.
Oh dear.
Oh, these wolves turned out shouldn't have been trusted. What do you do? And this is a massive woolly mammoth. Just charge straight at Dorge. What do you do?
Well, first of all, whose turn is after me? It is Garrett.
Garrett.
Got any spells? Like fire? You have? Who's got fire?
Whimsy.
Whimsy. Okay. So I thought I could do this. First of all, I'm going to say, you bastards, you deceived us, and now you're going to die.
Feel the wrath of Shazaya.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this thing called Thunder Wave.
Ooh, nice.
And it's going to knock everyone down. And while everyone's down, it's up to Garrett and Whimsy to do the best they can to kill to bring down the mammoth, I guess, because the wolves are lesser. The wolves are lesser counterparts. I don't know. That would be my suggestion.
It's an excellent suggestion. You need to decide where you thunder wave. You get to do a 15-foot cube. So place this
15-foot cube. Okay, let me just see where I am. Right in front of the mammoth, because I'm the one who got us into this position. So.
Okay, so you come up right next to the mammoth and thunder wave it, avoiding Dorge, who's right in the way there. Okay, so so thunder wave. They get a con save. Let me do that first for the massive mammoth. Pretty good at con.
I got 20.
Yep. Okay, so the good news is the mammoth fails its constitution saving throw as your thunder wave.
I got 22.
Yep, I see that. So the thunder wave poof, goes around there, and this creature it doesn't say anything about the size of the creature, so perhaps fueled by the anger that you got deceived, you cast Thunderwave. Boosh! This mammoth takes it full in the face and gets knocked 10 feet away.
Whoa! Do I get an opportunity attack? Because I haven't had my first turn.
No, not for forced movement anyway.
Okay, cool.
And as you cast Thunderwave, you see bits of ice falling down. I mean, this is loud. It's audible up to 300 feet away. But boosh! You cast it. That's your turn, Shaja.
Do I have an action?
That was your action to cast Thunderwave.
Oh, sorry. Do I have a bonus action?
You can wild shape if you'd like as a bonus action.
Yeah, I think I better. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're doing very well. What you like to wild shape into?
I'm just having a look here to see what's going to kill them the fastest.
Elephants hate mice.
I have to kill the wolves, though. I'm going to go dire wolf because that's my favourite.
That is a good one. Okay, let me get you a dire wolf. Okay, so you won't get
And
to...
I'm going to have a really bad look on my face while I change into the dire wolf.
Okay. So you transform into a wild shape. And while you guys have seen this before, it's odd to see the normal, peaceful Ashajai morph and twist and roar into this dire wolf. So I'll just put you over here, Shajai, and you should be able to control this dire wolf. You have movement. You could probably move a little bit with a dire wolf if you like to, but you can't attack this round with the dire wolf, unfortunately.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, gonna stay there. Cool.
Yeah, yes, I'm going to stay right up here because you guys need me up here.
Garrett. Just been breathed on by this wolf. Damn full of humans.
Are we in a windy situation where we're likely to be at disadvantage if we get our bows out?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Alright, in which case, rapier at it, then I'll approach this wolf. Not that we were doing flanking, because that doesn't count.
No, it growls at you.
Alright, well, I don't care if it's growling at me, because it can taste my blade.
Okay, roll to attack. A 13 just bounces off its thick. Oh no, 13 hits. 13 hits.
Ah!
They're covered in thick fur, which is good. And so that's 12 points of damage as you back into the creature. Okay, got it.
Okay, and then a follow-up strike as well.
Cool. Wow. No. Yeah, spoiler alert. 13's the armor class, so 12 misses. So just swings wide.
Yep.
Okay, is that your turn?
Might just move in closer up against this wall, still in close range to it, just so less goring range of an enraged mammoth.
Cool. Okay, Whimsy.
How was... Oh, hang on. How damaged is young Mr. Dodge? Can he take some hits? He's
I can take some hits, mate.
Okay. I will... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She will stay where she is at the moment and cast haste on Dodge.
Okay, nice.
So what that does is this. Yoink. So it'll be on Dodge. Your armor class is now at bonus +2. You got advantage on dexterity rolls. Gain an action this turn. Each of your turns.
An additional action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait. Does that stack with my +2 for Shield of Faith, Malcolm?
Yeah, stack. So you +4 to your armor class now.
And then she will.
So your wild magic.
Concentrating. Yes, of course.
This is a wild magic to fireball. That'd be hilarious, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and then she will move back 5, 10, 15, 20. She can't take hits from that big Norsu thing.
Okay, but concentrating on haste, you feel the adrenaline pumping through you, George. All point out if Whimsy loses concentration, you will become stunned.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'll move back another 10. Sorry.
That's the only bad thing about haste is when it fades out. When it stops for whatever reason, you're stunned for a return. Regardless, casting haste, feeling the adrenaline pump through you. Nice move. Dorge, you've just been stomped by a gigantic mammoth. What do you do?
Oh, I'm thinking with all this thing, like I'm actually thinking Yeah, no, I'm going to go and take the north wolf.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to try and take him out of the picture.
Sure.
So he's going to go up to here and rage, obviously. So I'll just with my bonus action.
Yep.
And then I get 2 hits plus I get another action, don't I? So wow. So
Yep.
here we go. So there's my first swing.
Whoosh. Swings wide.
Okay, here's my second swing.
Oh.
Critical.
Oh.
Yay.
All the bits.
So that did that come through with the critical damage in it?
No, but roll another 2d6.
But 2d6. Yeah.
That's not 14
1, 2.
damage. It's
Another 7.
21
and plus
damage.
2 because of the
Oh, yes.
and plus 23 because of my rage. That's
Got
23 damage.
Ugh.
And
Nice.
then I get another action. So is
You do?
that 2 more swings?
No, just
Is it?
one. It says specifically
Just
in the
one,
spell
okay.
description
Yeah.
you can one weapon attack
Cool.
only. You do
That's
get an extra
cool.
attack. Yep.
Here we go. Oh, wow, that one there.
Oh,
23.
Not quite as good as your first hit, but still a hit.
I'm angry.
So
14 plus
16?
2 is 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Like, it feels good to swing my maul.
the wolf growls and lets out a howl as you cut into it. It didn't like it at all. And it's this one. Okay, so assuming that's your turn,
Yeah, no, I'm staying there.
roll me a d6, Tarvin.
Yep, no problem. Oops.
Is the giant gonna wake up?
Well, the
No.
giant's going to wake up, but...
But the wolf gets its breath weapon back.
Oh.
And it takes a... Tarvin and Garrett, both make me dexterity saving throws, please. Uh, 20 and 13 are both good. So you can both take half of this in cold damage. So both take... terrible roll. 6 points of cold damage as it breathes on you. And... yeah, it doesn't like all these people around it. It is going to stay. Oh, it's going to risk it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Goes away. Dashes 50 feet to the south. Nymph and Garrett, you can have attacks of opportunity. Calculated risk by this creature. Oh!
Damn!
Oh dear. Garrett, you taking a swing?
That was... Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I thought that was my swing. Nymphodora's. Okay, my bad.
Well, that's much
okay.
good.
Hey.
21 hits.
There we go.
So that's just 11, right?
That's 11, yes.
Okay, but it still takes it as you go across the flank. There's a howl as it runs away. A nymph! It looks incredibly fast on its feet. What do you do?
She's actually just gonna go up here and help try slay this wolf so they can block off the Norsu.
Ah, to the north. North wolf. Okay, cool. Okay. Roll to hit. And swinging the Morning Star. Ugh, hacks into it. That's a hit. And that's a hit.
Oh, cool.
12, 25 damage. Oh, the wolf doesn't like that and lets out a "oh" as you hit into it. It growls back at you. Doesn't fall though. It's looking pretty wrecked though. That's your turn, Nymph?
Yeah.
Nymph, roll me a d6. Doesn't get its thing back now. It's going to attack you, Nymph. Just going to try and bite you. Just go through this. Your AC is 20, right, Nymph?
Correct.
So it goes out to bite you. And hits with a 21. And it does 11 points of piercing damage. And can you make me a strength saving throw, please? Strength saving throw. 12. So it jumps up on you. I think you managed to keep your feet. Oh, no, you don't. It knocks you flat on your butt. Ugh. It overpowers you. And
I believe I lose concentration there.
Well, depending on your constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
DC 10. Nope, you maintain concentration on the Shield of Faith. But while it's on the ground, it thinks, I might as well attack this prone person on the ground, and it goes to bite you again. Oh, no, it already took a second attack. No, forget that. First attack misses. Second attack, he bites you. And you fall to the ground, and that's its turn. Standing next to a baby. That's not a good sight, but it's going to stay there. Darwin!
Tarvin's going to fire some arrows at this fleeing wolf.
Okay.
First of all, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay, nice. Hunter's Mark cast. 3 extra damage, got it.
That's my bonus action. And with Dread Ambush, I get 3 attacks. And if I hit with that one, I get an extra 1d8. But I'll do that one first, so it's at disadvantage.
Okay. Just checking something. Okay, cool. So, first one, longbow, absolutely hits. Fires through the air and digs into the creature. Okay, that's a hit.
11, plus the 3, and plus an extra 1d8 for that one.
14.
5.
19.
5, got it. Yep.
Okay, now I get 2 regular attacks at disadvantage.
Yep. So first one misses.
Okay.
Second one hits.
12 plus 3.
Okay.
15.
So the 2 arrows, two of them hit. Creature looks incredibly hurt and damaged, but it is still alive.
Tarvin will just move a bit closer. 30 feet, is it? No, I'll move to there. Oh, 60 or 30. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Okay.
Okay. The mighty mammoth roar, steps back, and then comes charging, straight at Shajah the dire wolf, and whose armor class is 14. Goes with a gore attack. What was that? 15. So that's going to hit. So in your wolf form, take 24 points of piercing damage. I'll adjust your token for you, Shajah. So 24 points of damage. And can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
Sure. Oh, what? Oh, no.
You...
7.
So the creature comes and just bashes into, gores with its tusk. You fall to the ground prone, then it raises up on its feet and it will attack you with a stomp attack at advantage because you're lying on the ground. It comes at you with a stomp attack damage. Oh, what was a natural 20 So you take
Oh no!
you take 50 points of damage. But
Ooh.
50.
well, the wolf form instantly goes, and you personally take 37 points of damage, Shajaya. So wolf, boom, and you're lying on the ground, prone in front of this creature, and the net effect to you, Shajaya, is 37 points of damage.
Yay.
Yeah, and were you concentrating on anything? No, you weren't. Okay, so smashes the wolf out of you. You turn back to Shajaya, and Shajaya, the person, takes 37 points of damage. Shajaya.
Yes.
Run.
Okay.
Go
Run.
first.
Get
Go
up and
first.
run. Get out of there.
You do you, Shajaya. What do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
So, if you did want to run away, this is what you could do. You could stand up,
Yeah.
which would take 15 feet of the movement. And then you could take the disengage action, which means the mammoth doesn't get to attack you again. But you could only move 3 squares after that.
Alright, so I'll move. I can't seem to get myself to move by touching my...
So you stand up. Now, for your action, you can disengage, which means it won't get to attack you. If you wish to disengage. Okay. And then you can move.
Yeah, but can I still cast a spell?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Pardon?
Nope.
No.
You can either cast a spell or you can disengage. Can't do both.
Oh, shit.
It's music to a DM's ears.
Okay, I'm going to try cast Thunder Wave again.
Okay, I like this. But say you stand up,
Nice.
because why not? And then you cast
Yeah.
Thunder Wave. Okay, roll your Thunder Wave damage. And I'll see if this massive mammoth can dodge. It's not very good at dodging, to be honest. And it doesn't dodge. So, standing up, having absolutely munted by this creature, you cast Thunder Wave, and boom! It erupts on this creature. It takes another, what did you roll? 17 points of damage and gets pushed back again.
Can I not move at all?
You have 3 squares you can move now.
Okay, I'll just move a bit, but yeah. 1, 2, down here.
Okay, perfect. So your Thunder Wave goes off and you move away. Actually, that's quite smart. Because you Thunder Waved it and it moved away, that means you could safely move away from it without getting attack of opportunity. Smart move,
Yeah, I was
Shajaya.
just lucky I didn't roll another wonderful 3 or something like that.
No, you did very well. That was a good move.
Like my history.
Okay, then you duck around the corner. Garrett, you see Shajaya hunted. What do you do?
Right, well, I could heal Shajaya, or pursue the wolf. Or I'm actually a little bit bruised myself. I think I'm going to do a cure wounds on Shajaya.
Okay.
So, because she's right next to me. That's the whole point. Have
13.
13 points back. Shajaya.
Thank you.
Okay, so that raises Shajara up to 33 hit points.
Okay, and I'm going to head in this way. I believe I can go one more. What can I see? I can see the cage.
And you can see the children.
I can see some children. Hurrah! The other good thing is I currently, touch wood, can't see any giants.
Do you see puppies?
No. Anyway, okay, end of my turn.
Okay, Whimsy.
She's going to 15. Oh, I thought I'd measured it out. I think I had, but then she's gonna shoot at this wolf. I think. Just needs to get 20 feet closer, 15 feet closer, and she'll Scorch him.
This one to the south?
15, yeah.
Okay.
Now, so Scorch, for Agonan's on Scorcher, I don't have to concentrate for it, so I can keep my other spell up, can't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yep, you're good.
Cool. So he will do that at 2nd level. Cast away.
Okay, so he gets to make it.
I have to make an attack roll for that as well, don't I?
No,
right?
no. Dexterity saving throw on behalf
Dexterity
of the wolf.
16. He's got to make, yeah.
Okay, it has a +1 to this. And it rolls a 12, so takes a full 16 points of fire damage. As your scorching ray explodes on it.
Okay.
Still
and
up.
then she'll move back another 15 just over to here.
Okay, this wolf is looking on death's door. And you see it growl and howl as you hit it, and it's looking just a plain old run now. Was being tactical.
Whimsy smiles at her and is like, "Come at me, bitch."
Okay, Dorge. This one is also looking
Dorge.
panicked. Things haven't gone
Yeah,
as
well,
well as
he's
the
going
plan.
to add to that panic, I think. He's going to roll that.
Okay,
21.
cool. Yep.
That's more than likely going to clip it on its jaw.
And then more than likely
13.
takes it down. Down it goes.
And then he's going to step up to this Norsu. He's going to step right in front of it. Oh, I'm on my thing still. 1, 2. He's just going to stand up there and you scream in this thing's face. And does he's still got 2 attacks left? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So he's going to go boom.
Hits.
It's another 21.
Both hit.
So that's 17.
Yep. Oh, 17 damage.
Then,
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah,
That was your
17
roll.
damage, and then
That hits
that
as well.
does it.
Yep.
Cool.
The 14.
And that's 14 damage.
Okay,
And yeah, he's going to stay there, right there.
Okay, nice. Okay. This winter wolf, it's... Actually, roll me a T6, Tarvin.
Okay.
Malcolm, quick question, just regarding the mammoth. Is it the same one? Not that Whimsy knows her mammoths, but is it the same one we saw way back near the moot?
With the frost giant? No, make a straight intelligence check.
Okie dokie. That's not okay.
I don't think it is different. Looks different.
That might be why Giant hasn't come out. Okay.
Okay, so Tarvin. But does it want to do this? Does it want to do that? No, it's actually not going to ignore that. It's a good area effect. I'm going to die, Alf. I'm going to take you down with me. And it comes at you, tries to bite you. Rolls a 19. 19 hits you, Tarvin?
Yep.
Okay, for... Oops, 9 points of piercing damage. And make me a strength saving throw, please. 9 points of damage and a strength saving throw.
No.
Oh, so it knocks you down prone on the ground. It says, yeah, I've got you where I want you now. Comes at you with another bite attack at advantage. And rolls a natural 20. So you take... Oops. So you take 21 points of damage on top of that.
Okay.
And it's just jumping on top of you, rearing. It's kind of going through right through your chest and your tummy, trying to rip you from the inside out. And it's just got the bloodlust, and it's growling, and it's biting, and it's snarling. It's quite happy with that result. Nymph.
Yeah, Nymph looks over at Dorge and goes, I think he's got it another round. And comes down to Shajaya to offer some healing so that she might transform and be of more help.
Okay.
Thank you.
So with that, Shajaya goes up to 42 hit points.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay, this winter wolf is dead, so it will do nothing. What will Tarvin do? Prone on the ground as
No.
his wolf is trying to rip you to bits.
Can I try to get up
Yeah, get up for free. That's half your movement. Yep.
and attack the wolf with my short swords?
Do it.
Plural.
Okay. First attack, that hits. Hack into it.
Whoops. 5.
5, only 5. 5 is enough. It's on 2 hit points. Cut it down and it falls down with a yelp. Oh, oh, oh.
Do I get any movement? Is it half or?
You used half to stand up, so you have another 3 squares you can move.
Can I move? Oops. Just over to here.
Okay. This creature, the mammoth, is gonna let her roar. Take a step back. Attack of opportunity.
an
If you like,
opportunity.
George, you do.
Thank you.
And then you should get out of the way.
18
No, I've got to
hits.
stay in the way. I'm going to hold him. I'm going to hold him off. That's
12.
10 plus 2 is 12.
Okay, so you hack it. Then it
Yep.
puts its head down and comes roar, charging back at you. It's gonna try and gore you. Ooh, they natural 20. You take
Oh,
31 plus
Alright,
23,
yeah.
whatever that is, 54 points of damage. Reduced to
Can I-
27 because you're raging.
And I'm also going to use my what you call it, Goliath
Bones
skill
endurance?
set. Stone's endurance. So 1d12 plus 2. So I'll roll a d12.
27 at the moment.
So that's reduced by a further 10. 8 plus
Okay.
2 is 10.
You take 17 points of damage then.
17 damage. Cool.
Yep,
So
that's taking-
that's... Yep, cool.
And make me a strength saving throw. At advantage because you're raging.
Cool. And... Yep. Shift. Boom.
Okay, so it tries to
20.
knock you down. It doesn't, but it's still going to try and stomp you. But it won't be at advantage. Ooh, another. Ooh, 38 points of damage, reduced to 19 because you are raging.
Cool. Awesome. Maybe I don't have this, guys.
Ooh, I see your little hit point bars and just roar. Shajar, you just at the corner of your eye, you notice a little smear on the ground that is basically Torge's innards. What do you do, Shajar?
I'm going to cast. I'm going to move and then cast. Can I cast Earthbind on this fuckwit and then stick him to the
fine.
ground?
You
and then- and
certainly
then
try. Let's.
Other people could try to kill him because I
Yes.
don't have enough strength to kill him.
Just check something.
If I heal dodge, then I can't. Yes, and it doesn't have to be a flying animal, a flying creature.
Yep, I'm just looking
But
up.
is it like
Yeah.
New
is it like hold creature?
Pardon?
Yep.
Is it like hold creature that stops it from charging and moving around?
Mm-hmm.
It says
Yep.
it's reduced to 0 feet.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
thought that's the best option.
That's a great option.
And then, yeah.
Like I must
Funny,
succeed.
it's its flying speed's reduced to 0 feet. So it's not its movement, it's just its flying speed.
You're right.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
hang on. It says its flying speed, if any, is reduced to 0 feet. So that suggests to me that it's not just for flying creatures, or am I wrong?
No, it's the flying speed. If it has any.
They can't leave the ground.
Well, wait a sec. That's Earthbind.
It says, oh yeah.
Let's look this up.
Okay, so maybe it's not the best one to choose.
Yeah.
I thought that meant that it would choose any animal, or any creature, even if it didn't fly. But no.
Well, it certainly won't fly after that.
Or its flying speed. No, I think it's a little
It's an
ambiguous.
airborne, so it's only for flying.
That's how I read it.
It's saying its flying speed, if it has any, is reduced to 0, so it's only towards creatures that can fly.
So what would a creature be that had no flying speed that could fly? But anyway, okay, I'll choose
Using
something
magic
else.
for flight, for example, if they had cast fly on themselves.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I can hit him. I can strike him with lightning.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'll try that.
Awesome. You're doing your core lightning thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit! George is right next to there. Is it gonna?
No, but you can put it in the middle. You can put it right in the middle, and it's not going to get me.
Okay, so core lightning. That's an excellent choice. Let's bring it up so we can all see. Okay, so there we go. So range, storm clouds. That's its user point you see, and then a bolt of lightning flashes down from each creature within 5 feet of their point. So we can do it on the far side of Norsu. Okay, so you reach up to the heavens and you call down lightning on this creature. It erupts near you, Dorge, singeing a little bit of your skin. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which it is not very good at, but it will try. Or was a natural 1 for a 0 net. Okay, so roll 3d10 for me if you like, Shajai.
Okay. D10.
Oh, I see you've done it already for your core lightning, so that's 17 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got that, thank you. So yeah, comes down. Starting to look a little beat up, but it is still there. Okay, and you're concentrating on this, Shajai, so you can do it again next round if you like, automatically.
Okay.
Oh, Overreact in stormy conditions. Yes, this is
Did he
definitely
take-
stormy conditions. Roll another d10, Shajai.
Yeah.
If there's anywhere that's stormy conditions, it is
Nice.
this.
Thank you.
Yes, another
Thank you.
d10. So for an extra
blast.
2. Never mind.
Sorry.
It all adds up.
That's right.
And do you stay where you are, Shajai? You can move 6 squares if you like.
And I can't do any healing now, can I?
Nope.
I'll just basically stay where I am.
Okay, cool. So, lightning. Garrett, you see these 2 children in this cage down in this room. It's a huge slatted animal cage with a lock gate attached to it by rusty hinges. Trapped inside the cage are 2 shivering humans in cold weather clothing. They look fearfully at you. Who are you? Help
I'm
us,
Luke
please.
Skywalker. Yeah, that's you.
Luke, help us, please. You're my only hope.
Right, I will at least move forward cautiously because there's a corner here, doors and corners and all. So I'm going to move to there and sneak a peek around the corner, worried about anything in that corner there.
Nothing.
So nothing there.
Nope.
All right, well I'm heading towards the lock. I believe I get to there. Oh, I can dash action, can't I? Because I'm not doing anything else. Wherever the lock is. That side, which side?
Sure, where you are.
There's the
we'll
entrance.
say. There's
Where
the
I
lock.
am.
Yep. And I'll just give you a description. So Sylvia is a spindly girl with pointy teeth. Snow clings to the end of her long braids. Finn has a piebald face, which is flanked by small malformed ears. These are the inbred children you are looking for. Get us out of here, mister, please! Get us out!
Right, well, so I've dashed over there for that, so I'm looking at the lock now to presumably either break it open next time or...
Yep, absolutely. It's definitely
I'll
a
have a look
next
into it.
turn type of situation. Whimsy, what do you do?
Yeah, she will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Over to there, and she'll drop a fireball behind Norsu.
Okay. So your fireball erupts. Roll damage. Let's see if Norsu can dodge it. Ah, Norsu manages to dodge one. But your fireball definitely goes off. Oops, that one. And so 23 reduced to half is 11 as it erupts around it. Yeah, so it hurts Norsu. Still got a bit of life in it, but I will say its fur starts catching on fire and it's screaming in rage. It is annoyed, but it is still up. Hey, feel free to move. Oh, wild roll, yes. Roll me that D20. It's going to come up one day. Okay, Dorge, what do you do?
Dorge is like, wants to run away a little bit, but then he sees Shajara behind him and he's like, no, I'm going to protect you. So he gets up and he's going to take the 3 strikes and just stand his ground.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
There we go. 16.
Got it.
21 again.
Yeah, hits again.
13.
Yeah. Third attack.
Yeah, come on. Third attack.
Hasted action.
Oh. Crit.
Wow.
So
Woohoo.
that's that. Plus 2d6. Plus 2. So it's plus another 12. So 12 plus 12 is 24.
Oops, that's
But
right.
he's looking exhausted.
That's not a
Pardon?
wah. That's a cheer. Hooray! For some reason, the creature makes a really odd noise. It sounds like this.
Oh,
And Dorage.
Tarzan.
How do you want to do this?
no, he sort of jumps onto the trunk a little bit and then clonks it right in the middle of its head.
Nice.
And then collapses down onto the ground, falls off it, and just is panting.
Now that's not a Tarzan
Tarzan.
screen. You guys should
12
know.
healing, Dodge.
What does this sound?
Willem.
It's
Oh,
the-
I'm sorry.
The Wilhelm
I misheard.
It's a really, yeah, it's real famous.
It is, yeah.
But they use it in Tarzan.
Oh,
Heaps of movies. Heaps of movies.
Everything, yeah.
It's
I think
the
Tarzan
Wilhelm
was the
thing.
first movie, wasn't it?
Oh, is that
Oh,
right?
right.
Oh,
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'll let you off with that one then.
Tarvin walks up to Shazire and says, "For now on, we only trust ourselves."
I know. This is true.
Oh, Garrett, the kids.
And yeah.
George
everyone-
needs a little bit of.
as well.
Can Shashaya help me?
Yeah.
I've got a 6. Oh, yeah, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself a little bit. What have I got here?
Still possibly a
healing.
giant.
George.
Just warning.
I know.
Yeah, I'm just casting one spell myself, just a cheeky
Oh,
one.
there you go, 19.
Oh, thank you. 19. So I'm on 41 out of 54 at the moment.
I have
Um,
one spell left, guys, first level.
yeah.
I've got a couple.
Hopefully there isn't a giant in here.
I've got
There's a
one
giant
at
whale. It's dead.
Are you going walking, Winsy?
She walked in there. She's looking for some puppies to kill. She's real angry.
Wait, no, we could take one of those puppies and give it to Garrett.
Yes, yes, we can.
Yeah,
Talking puppy.
but you're right. There's some type of a whale that's been crudely butchered in there, Whimsy, that you see. You don't see any puppies.
Oh,
you
she
don't
doesn't
see
go
any
too
giants.
far, and she's not dumb. She's still freaking out about a giant too.
Yeah. Okay, that's. I'm feeling pretty good.
Anyway, I'm
Bone.
investigating this lock. You said it was old and somewhat rusted. Is it
Golden
is there-
key. Should we go join Garrett team?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a big old padlock on it. See these two children. Help us! Help! The gate, please.
Given its giant size in terms of its size and stuff like that, does that mean that it's not going to be not something that we can break easily, or because we know
How
that
do- You've got
gold key.
Bugs' kit,
Yeah.
don't you?
have no idea how to use it.
Mm.
Could
mean,
firebolt it.
I mean, you can try to use it. You just won't get your proficiency bonus on top of it. Like, you need thieves' tools to attempt to pick a lock. And if you're not proficient in it, then you don't get your proficiency bonus. In other words, it's just a straight dexterity roll.
Well, I might as well give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
do!
this minus. Oh, that's a +4, so I shouldn't get the +4, right?
No, you get the +4. You don't get your proficiency. Like,
Yep,
your
cool, that makes
proficiency
sense.
is +2 at the moment. So if you're proficient in these tools, you've got an extra +2. So that is an 18. And the lock clicks over. And these... Whoops. Children's getting mutant by the second. Oh my god. I can't control this token. There we go. Finn comes out and he says, take us home, please. I want to see Mama and Papa. Take us home, please.
Is there a giant here?
We never saw no giant.
What animals did you see?
We saw
Put you in the cage.
The wolves.
And they locked
Nasty.
it.
But yes, they did. You spotted a plot hole in this one.
We're not going to go yet, though. We'll have to do a little bit of searching around. Yeah.
No. Let's go now. Yeah, there was a lock on there. Other wolves put it there, but there is a lock.
Oh,
Big real opposable thumbs.
yeah, this would be annoying if we go out there and find that they've got a key on their neck collar.
They don't.
We can skin them. We can skin the wolves and...
I think we take them back to the villages. We can
That
just
key might have
haul them
melted.
back to
That's a good
the
idea.
town. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can do with
Take
them
them
whatever
back.
they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, George can put them on his back, but he wants to check out the rest of this giant room, see if there's anything gianty to look for. And if we
Yeah,
find a cub, would Garrett want a cub?
It takes a while to train animals. I would be looking for one, but I had to train Boy for quite a while for him to understand my commands.
What about an animal that can talk?
There's a throne in here. I'm gonna.
Where are
walk
you,
back out.
Imsy?
I'm in the main area and walking back out. I don't like thrones. Thrones are just giants.
What can we take from this
Come on,
mammoth?
children. Come sit
Is it
outside
tusk?
and wrap up in this cloak.
A giant tusk?
Okay.
Can we take the ivory off it?
Having a look inside of here, Whimsy / Albert. There is obviously a giant-sized throne atop a circular dais, and chiseled into the throne's backrest is a large rune. And as you look down into this big chunk of ice here, you notice there's a frost giant in there, very obviously dead, entombed in the ice.
Are its eyes
Well, that's good
glowing?
news.
Nope.
Would our
Right.
paladin be able to detect undead creatures?
Oh, Whimsy will try to contact the giant with her mind.
No response.
Tarvin's just gonna search the area
Cool.
for tracks that aren't wolves or mammoths.
Make a survival check.
Come on.
Nothing but
Why is there?
mammoths and wolves.
So you were saying there's a
Puppies.
crystal behind this
There's a
chair.
rune on the
Rune.
back of the chair.
Oh, okay. What,
what- is
what
that a giant
language?
rune?
Can we read it?
Make an Arcana check.
What?
I don't think I can because I'm not proficient in it.
Okay.
Let's beacon
me either.
Shazaya over. If Shazaya could come have a look at this rune, she might recognize it.
If you make a Arcana check, Shazaya. But Whimsy beats you to it. Over here, Whimsy, right? There, Shazaya. Snood you. It's a giant
What is
rune,
this?
and it's ice. That's what the rune says, ice.
Hmm.
Huh.
Hopefully
What
the
if it-
giant's not home.
I found a
Who's in the-
secret
who's in
entrance.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Should've
let's
gone
go.
that
In the room where Tarvin is in, just a big, huge bedroll. Other than that, nothing much else. Whimsy, you go over there, and yeah, there's a tunnel that leads out.
What's in these barrels?
Yeah.
Whale oil,
Ooh.
and there's 4 barrels of them, each barrel weighs 500 pounds.
Oh, that's heavy.
Can I carry? Because how much is whale oil worth?
You could probably about 50 gold pieces per barrel in your estimation.
How
Not
much?
worth
50 gold pieces.
Yeah, 50 gold
Okay.
pieces. Yeah.
It's
I thought you were carrying
important for
the wolves.
lighting. Yeah, I can carry one of them, but that's only 50 GP.
Who's going to buy it? Do you think the town's going to buy it for 50 GP? They don't have any money. Yeah.
But we could help the towns out by telling them about
Yeah, I
the
think that's a good
location that
call.
there is some oil, and we could sketch them a map of how to get here if we have found that there's nothing else here to worry about.
Do you know how whale oil is taken?
Well, there is a whale over in that room, somebody said. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it
sure.
myself, but if they've taken it, been fishing and caught whale,
Oh, hello.
following
No use
Arvin
to us.
towards the north.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
We've got,
see
here's the whale.
Yep. And a massive table here out of a single block of ice, surrounded by chairs. No puppies.
Go figure.
Hmm.
If we want to take the whale oil, and then we all agree that we can't carry it.
You will just tell the town that there's a big supply of whale oil here.
Can
Is
I
it-
transform into a horse and tow it back? Or does it take too long?
Well, we'd have to
Probably
head
be
back southwards
It's a whale.
anyway.
Yeah, we've got to go. Yeah, save the land from the Durgas. I mean, I know you like wolves, Garrett, but these were clearly big bad wolves, right?
Mhm.
And
Who's
fairy
afraid
tales.
of the big bad wolf?
Mm.
So the this
one thing you
tabled
do-
room, does it?
Sorry, but just one sec. So Whimsy, not Whimsy, Shajaya. As you enter into this room, can you just make me an Arcana check, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Arcana check, please. Oh, very good.
22.
Okay. So having a look down at this rather odd tunnel, you notice there's some little residue, some weird substance looking on it. And you recognize this rare secretion as something called thrim. Now, what's Thrym? You know, Thrym's coming from a creature called a Remoraz. You don't know what a Remoraz? I
Oh,
can
my
show you what.
goodness.
Remoraz. Stop it.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'll show you a picture of a
believe.
Remoraz.
Some kind of giant insect scuttly thing.
Yep.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh, it's not coming up for me.
Can we-
Anyway, so it's a creature that's kind of ice, but gives a... Oh, here it is. Remoraz. This is what a Remoraz looks like. Boop! And you know that when these creatures go through, they leave something called Thrym. Who cares? What the hell's Thrym? In the right hand, you can
Yucky.
turn Thrym into a potion of cold resistance. But you'll need someone who knows how to work with potions. And Nimsy Huddle, all the way back in Lonelywood, they could turn these into potions of cold resistance for you. A necessary supply.
That's the stuff in the barrels.
The stuff
No,
on the
the
outsides
hole.
of this hole, like
Oh.
going around the hole.
Right.
What you suspect,
Does
Shajai,
anyone here
is
not
a...
have?
The
Sorry.
Remoraz came through here, burnt through this hole, left behind these secretions, and then you could turn it into a potion of cold resistance. If you met Nimsy Huddle,
Okay.
for example.
Well, we should take it. I've got cold resistance, but does anyone else?
yeah, I do. Almost all of us have cold resistance now.
Yep.
Okay. So unless we shared it with the villagers, maybe there's not a great, or we could sell it because it's
Let's take
it's
it.
up to you.
You never know.
Take it?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, take
Okay.
it.
Okay, so
Okay.
you have some Thrym.
I'm
Mhm.
investigating the table room. I assume these chairs are all giant size. This is
Yep, they're all
Giant.
giant-sized and made out of solid blocks of ice. You have a look around the room, nothing else of note there.
okay then.
Sit down in this chair. Nice.
Any chests anywhere that fit a golden key?
Strangely, no.
Okay.
Would the whale that's been butchered, would it have much meat on it, or is it sort of already sort of beginning to render and go off?
It's gone off for sure.
Has it
We
still
can
got
get some-
tusks?
Oh, okay.
We can get some meat off the elephant.
The mammoth has tusks. Yep.
Mhm.
The because it's valuable.
Yeah. Can we get the ivory off?
You can certainly try by making me a survival check. As you leave
Tarvin, do you want to assist
Tarvin is
me?
the-
I've got +6 for survival, and perhaps if our druid friend could guide us in that operation, we might be more successful.
Together. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, Malcolm, with Shajaya's guidance and both Tarvin and I working together, we'd like to remove the tusks.
Yep, survival check at advantage
Okay.
plus a d4.
Yeah. 3.
3,
Yep,
so,
like-
11. I'm going to say you get 1 tusk off it. You do a bit of a butchering job in that one, so you've 1 damaged mammoth tusk.
Well, it's not my fault somebody smashed it with their maul.
George chuckles. George is, rather than carrying the whale oil back, he's going to pick up these 2 corpses of the wolves and just drag them back.
Sure.
That's what he's going to carry instead of the whale oil.
And as you entered, there's something burnt into the snow. Rather odd. It says, "I told you so." Wow. Don't know what that
In
is.
wolf blood. It's in
And
wolf
wolf,
blood.
oh, it's in wolf blood.
I couldn't figure out how to find a read.
It's a very indirect communication.
Yeah.
And I must
Okay.
admit,
She couldn't find a
Shajai,
puppy to kill. So she
Shajai,
did that.
you played that very well with, respecting the wolves, doing the druid thing, leaning into that, trusting the
That's what
creatures of
druids
the
do.
forest. I know, I'm saying that was very good.
Yeah.
Almost felt
I'm
bad
so-
that these guys
yeah.
are assholes, but yeah, maybe they got what they deserved.
And I feel we almost certainly someone would have died in that if it wasn't for Shazai as well. So
Yeah,
We're going to have to fight the wolves regardless.
I mean the
Yeah.
mammoth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you were fighting them before we got there. So I thought, well, we never know, but now we know.
Oh, yeah. And they're insisting on the healing because they figure that'll drain you of spell slots and A, make them healthier, and B, drain you guys. And yeah, they played you for fools, but yeah, they paid the
We're
price.
100% fools.
I'm a fool with them all, so I might be foolish, but I can hit back.
What you doing there,
One
Nymph?
young teenage girl who doubted them.
Shall we take the wolf skin? You want me to take the wolf skins?
Dorge wants to take both corpses back to the village, so that
Okay.
Or if you want to skin them, great. He'll take a head back.
I'd love to skin them.
Okay.
What about if? Yeah. I don't have to do anything like that, do I? Can't I just skin them and take them home?
I'm going to say, since you were so nice to them, you trusted them, they're very supple, and you can get 2 perfect wolf skins from them. 2 large wolf skins in fact, Shajar. I'll just say you can just automatically do that.
I'm going to love getting that blood all over me and carrying it back into town.
Okay, so with Shajar carrying 2 rather large wolf pelts with her and taking the kids back with a damaged tusk, you leave and you head back to Dugan's Hole. And as you leave back, you notice smoke rising from the frost giant's lair, or the mammoth's lair. And Nymph, do you say what you did?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so the smoke's rising. You don't know what it is. But you press on and you get back to Dugan's Hole. We'll deal with Dugan's Hole next week, but then I imagine you guys are going straight for Sunblight?
Yes, chapter 3.
I think so.
Straight on to chapter 3.
We'll have to spend a long rest in Dugan's Hole.
We'll probably get a long rest in Dugan's Hole. Yeah.
Stay at the family's house.
I tell you what, just take your long rest now. Say you get a long rest at Dugan's Hole, and then you press on early the next morning for Sunblight. So take that long rest. And wow, interesting session, guys.
Oh,
didn't see the fireball coming. Didn't see the wolves doing so well. Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much, Malcolm. Thanks, everyone.